Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet. Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Tonight, we're going to do some code breaking. You hear what I'm saying? We're going to get to the bottom of it. Say Morse code. Yes. We're about to do this thing. See, H-Town don't just talk to you. We illustrate the situation. We bring it to life. That's what we do here. So we want to start by greeting the family. The first in was our sister Betty Bops, and we really appreciate her. We really appreciate her. And Betty Bops comes in saying, H-Town, good evening. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I had a beautiful Sunday. Weather 18 degrees, clear. Well, hope you staying warm, my sister, and hope you're out there, you in there, I mean, taking care of the family and relaxing. Betty Bob say, hello, H-Town family. Hopefully all had a lovely weekend. Mine has been great. Then she's speaking to people. Happy Black History Month. You better believe it. Those of us that are Black Americans, descendant of chattel slavery, those of freemen, descendant of freemen, that's what we're talking about in particular. This is a Black American holiday. We love and respect our African brothers or people from the Caribbean, but this is something that is unique to us, the people that built the country. You say, well, H-Town, there was other people here. Yeah, the only people built it was us, and they couldn't start building it until we got here. Remember, all the colonists starved when they first got here until we were introduced into the mix. You remember that? Do you remember the cannibalism? Huh? They failed. Now, this real game here. Now, Betty Bob say, hello, the researcher. Everybody speaking. I got the email, sister. Yes, I did. Then we have Benny in the room saying, hello, H-Town vet and chat family. We have a unique thing here because we can do lives as long as we can do them. We have to actually cut them off. That's why you say, well, H-Town, why is our channel getting so much attention? It's because we have a niche product here, you know, and well, I don't know how niche it is, but it's particular to veterans. It's veteran-centered. It's not the personality-centered. It's not to center myself, other than I'm a veteran, and it's the channel that I created. Coasty say, hello, H-Town and the family. Y'all show love to Coasty. Coasty be having my back. He understands me. I ain't got on the yacht yet. Oh, man, everybody's speaking. And I'm so glad that you're here, family. Charleston say, hi, family. Is H-Town going Morris? No, I ain't going Morris tonight. He say Morris code. Now, something similar to it. And as soon as he said that, I pulled the video up. Huh? Say, look who's in the house, family. Everybody show love to U.S. Army Grunt, H-Town Northside. Hello, sir. Hope you had a great day, sir. I did. And family, show love to Brother Charleston. Everybody, and I apologize for missing you so much here. We got, oh, sir. Is that Gemini? So greetings from Walla Walla, Washington. I never heard of that. Was a real place. I didn't know it was a real place. Is H-Town a little naive? Everybody show love to oh sir. Yes, indeed. Come on into the room, family. Welcome. We really appreciate y'all showing love to everybody. They gonna get to you. Don't worry about it. Come take your shoes off and sit a spell. You understand? We gonna welcome you in here. So family, thank you for joining us. And I want to say thank you to everyone for being here, and we love you and we appreciate you. Everybody show love, especially when the new people come in, because people come in, they want to feel accepted. They don't want to step on no toes. Most people don't. Now listen, Betty Bob say H-Town Coastal Yacht was given to him as a retirement gift. I need to stop hating on that. He can't help it, people gifted. Then Betty Bob, they speaking to everybody. Jay Oliver came into the room and everybody showed love to our brother Jay Oliver. He says, hi, Betty, Coastie, Charleston, 66, Searcher, Benny, Army Grunt. Man, we trying to get everybody. If you can't get everybody, y'all at least get anybody that was missed. All right, say, it's a room full of love here. And if you go back and look, this is what we do all the time. See, because the Bible say, by love and kindness have I drawn you. Huh? So if you want a friend, you got to show yourself to be friendly. Huh? You can't be cantankerous, hostile. Don't nobody ever want to be my friend. Have you looked in the mirror at your facial expression? Oh, look who we got, somebody in here. Everybody show love. The original LBS Swan. I'll say the original LBS. I stopped the evening. Everybody show love to LBS. Let us know if you are new to the channel. We want to say to you, we appreciate that. We're glad that you're here. Family, as y'all come in, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it if this information is informative. And if you're new to the channel, if you're a military retiree, 20 credible years, put RM in the chat. If you're a disabled veteran, you can put that in there. You can put service connected, SC for service connected, or NC for non-service connected. Let us know your branch of service and the state of country you are currently living in. I'm H-Town vet. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I went in from there and eventually I migrated back home. I was in the U.S. Army. Let us know. Boy, y'all doing too much communication for me. I ain't got time for all this here. Y'all working my nerves, but I'm happy. Family, I'm happy. Now look at that. Look at that. Look what it say. The original LBS say, thank you. You're welcome. And you're really welcomed here. This is a place that we don't ignore you in the chat. You are part of this live stream. Oh, you say, well, H-Town, only if I'm being nice. Nah, if you might have a little disagreement, that's okay, as long as you ain't trolling. And we're going to clarify what that is later. We have our brother, what's our brother name? John, brother John. He comes up, he be a little cantankerous, but I know it's from the heart. He don't mean harm. Some people, they've been tricked, bamboozled, and they kind of look side-eyed. And this is my foundational Black American brother. He followed me from another channel. You understand? Look me up. What's up, brother? What's up, family? He's a veteran also. Yes, he's of my lineage. But guess what? We all veterans here. You say, well, I'm just a dependent of the veteran. You part of the veteran family too. Well, I just stopped by to say hi. You welcome too. Let us know, family. Oh, this is wonderful here. Family, y'all chatting so fast, I don't know what to do. Look at, we got Franco in here. Franco say, good evening, everyone. And sometimes you'll be able to make it. Some other times you may not. But we, like Motel 6, we're going to leave the light on for you. You understand? Now we got, oh, sir, says greetings to LBS. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I'll get y'all original thing, trying to not miss everybody. So, oh, sir says United States Air Force. Now, anybody that's Air Force, represent and show there's some Air Force in the room. Some of our resident people in here, let oh, sir know that you're Air Force. Now, listen up. The original LBS. Hi, everyone. Retired Air Force. We got another Air Force member here. So y'all gonna have to show up and show out. Come on now. If you Air Force, put it in the chat. show that this love. We had one Space Force show up in here. Come on, fam. Yeah, that's my FBA brother. Know me outside of here. Know me, my government name, but don't come in here clowning. Because if you know me somewhere else, just call me by H-Town, because we don't want to confuse the audience, and I don't need everybody in my business. It ain't that I'm hiding. I'm out there. But everybody's showing love. Now look what we say here. The original LBS says spent a couple of years stationed in Charleston. Okay. Jay Oliver say 2 Air Force vets. Okay. So that's another Jay Oliver. Yes, indeed. Oh, T Wood in the house. Fam, everybody show love to T Wood. You be on these channels representing T Woods, and I love y'all. When y'all other places, I love shouting y'all out when I see y'all on other channels. Come on now. See, family, the reason we do things the way we do, we everything's cool, laid back, but we're not pushovers. You understand? LB Swan, I'm Navy, Norfolk, Virginia, spent a week in Charleston with my ship. Was they doing repairs over there? Or did you sneak that ship down there to see a honey down there? I ain't trying. Did I just dry snitch? Huh? Okay, OSA, salute to all veterans. Yes, all our veterans. Yes, indeed. Especially in times like these where we as veterans are being attacked for being veterans. They want to separate us based on our MOS, based on our military occupational specialty. They want to separate us based on whether we're enlisted or officers, combat or non-combat veterans. You heard it here first. H-Town got everybody saying it now, don't it? It ain't no difference between combat and non-combat. They want to separate us based on male veterans and female veterans. Now, we need to respect the groups, but at the same time, we all one big family. We love you. We don't treat you different here. Come on in. Now, listen to what the original LBS says. Spent most of my career in, what's ND? Tell me what ND is. I forget. ND, only the best come north. Oh, I look what we got. We got enough. Look how the family, new people. I think I remember you, Ron. Hey, H-Town and the family. I know Ron from that image. You've been around. Everybody show love to Ron and to our brother T Woods. Please do that. And if I missed you, please don't forget. Of course, the original Swan, because so many new people popping up. Now, better about say, I was talking to him. Charleston say, H-Town, seen the ladies there? Yes, indeed. I was up in Virginia for 6 years. Some very beautiful women in the Navy up there. Yes, indeed. All I did say, good evening, ma'am. North Dakota. Come on. Is it cold? Is it snowing right now? The original LBS. Tell me about it. Come on, let's talk about it. Now, Charles, Betty. Oh, y'all talking. I'm letting them handle their own business. See, we work it out here, fam. This is family. We don't fall out. We fall in, huh? We fall in the formation. Oh, sir, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Like our sister, Farm Girl Rebel say, take that like button to lunch. Family, like I say, I was in the Army and I was in, let's see what we got here. Ron says, it's me, disabled Ronan. Okay, I figured it was because that picture, look, I'm hiding from Lieutenant Dan, so I had to get a new alias. You cutting up. Fam, did you hear Ronan cutting up? Y'all get him to stand down, family. Get him to stand down. Oh, man. Oh, well. So let me see. I'm at to deselect this banner. All right, now, family, we doing this thing. See, we come in, we talk because we like to know who we dealing with, and you need to know who you dealing with. Now, the original LBS says thankful, not there now, but winter lasts from October to June. My God. So that's only July, August, September. That's only 3 months of summer. Coldest I've ever worked in was negative 68 degrees with the wind chill. Wow. Come on now. Come on now. If this your first time, let us know, like Grim Rickster. I'll call you Grim and say, okay, yes. He said, bro, it's cold. Now, say, evening H-Town, my first time here. Well, guess what? It's your first time here. Y'all better show some love. Show some love to Grim Rickster. But come on, show some love. We don't judge you. You welcome. You family. Come on in here. Now, we're going to get something straight here. H-Town has been consistent from the beginning. We don't judge you based on anything. If you a cook, an officer, a combat veteran, non-combat veteran, a female veteran, a male veteran, you in the Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force, it's all good. You understand? See? Yeah, why you do it, H-Town? How you do it? You know, you got to know how to treat people. You have to be authentic. Copying me is not being authentic. Being yourself is being authentic. I don't have to, when somebody says something to me, I don't have to try to figure out what I got to say back because my memory bad. So if I get the line to you, you're going to figure it out real quick. You got to, as my grandmother would say, you got to know how to treat people. Come on now, family. Are we doing this thing? Here, our belief is that as veterans, if you were injured in the line of duty, regardless of whether you were special forces, cook, combat veteran, non-combat veteran, if you served honorably, your VA, if the government broke it, that's their job to if what they say, you break, you buy. We was government property. So we only go off of in the line of duty, not based on this new thing they're trying to rechange it. The contract says in the line of duty. Whether you were off base and you got in a car wreck, as long as you was not negligent, it was willful misconduct, they're supposed to compensate you for the injuries that you have. Come on now, family. Stop letting people make you feel guilty. Now, here at the H-Town Vet, and somebody tell me if the sound is okay. All right, family? Somebody tell me if the sound's okay. Our mission statement here at the H-Town Vet is to be first informative, interactive, respectful, protective of other people. We don't talk over people. Transparent and troll-free. You say, H-Town, how you going to be troll-free? You can't be troll-free, but you can do your best. Thank y'all for telling me the sound is good. Okay, it ain't too low. Now, family, let's talk about it. Now, some people are going to come in, you know. Well, let's get to this first. If you want to know, our regularly scheduled live streams are on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay? Now, sometimes we collaborate with different YouTubers, but when you over on their channel, you over on their channel. You don't talk about what's going on over there. Hey, I'm about to go over there. Just say, hey, good night, everybody, and that'll be good enough. If you over on their channel, okay? Like if you over on the Green Log Book, you don't be saying H-Town, because I rock with the Green Log Book. You don't say H-Town. I'm going over to H-Town channel. I just came from. Don't promote my channel on other people's channel. Okay. Now, sometime when people are in the house, we gonna shout them out when they come in. Okay. So I always give content creators the respect. Come on in. Hey, do you want to come up? As long as they ain't promoting something like anti-veteran stuff or some kind of OnlyFans stuff, something that's totally off topic that we, ain't. Everybody show love to Vent Olive. Say it sound is good. Now listen. 66 say service members are on duty 24/7. The end of the day doesn't mean you are totally off duty. Heck, you can recall if you're on vacation and up to about 8 years afterward. I barely missed it. Remember, I got 1992 and my contract was over in 2000. And a year later, that war broke out. You say, H-Town, why are you bucking your eyes? Say, facts. Yes, indeed. See, that's all we speak is facts here. Facts here. That's all we speak. And when we err, let us know. So here's our channel. If you want to contact us at htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. Some things you don't want to talk that's private on here. If you use a private email, let me know it's you from the chat. That way, because we're not going to be using your private name or anything that you divulge to us behind the scenes. And please don't divulge it here if that's not something you want to do. And the YouTube handle, please go over there and watch our videos. All right. H-Town Vet Northside. That's the handle. And if you'd like to donate, there's our PayPal and our Cash App. You have to use oh, look who's in the room. You have to use the capitalization letters for what it is. Look, indeed. Thanks. I'm sorry. The original LBS say facts. Hey, we trying to speak it. Aren't y'all tired of being around people that's always trying to be disruptive and cause confusion? But they don't like being around each other. They like to be around people that's going somewhere. Two miserable people don't want to hang with each other. They want to be around good people so they can suck all the energy out. We ain't going for it. We got our sister Grace says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Everybody show love to Grace. Yes, indeed. Everybody show love to our sister Grace. She's in that Tidewater area. Am I dry snitching? Better about say 20 likes, 24 watching. Please click. I'm about to say she means click, not click licks. She don't want you to lick it. And click that like button as we all owe you rent. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all cutting up, man. This is wonderful. Y'all made my day because I was feeling down the other day, and I'm gonna tell y'all been very uplifting. Everybody showing love to Grace. Now, this is real unique because this is an interactive live. You don't have to come in and put some money on it. All right. Say like and subscribe, of course. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for the support. We appreciate y'all. You hear what I'm saying? So understand there used to be a 5-day wait, but it's not. You just go and subscribe. We've opened it up. Now, trolling is not tolerated. Don't mean it won't happen. We don't tolerate it. And it comes in different forms because of the fact that our channel is like a CPU unit, right? The central processing unit. We bring everybody together. H-Town not here to take you from somebody else's channel, okay? H-Town is here to bring his scholarship, his information to complement other channels. And if the channels are not putting it out right, we're here to bring clarification and put instruction on that thing. Now, I haven't seen you in a while. Emmy, I know you. Hi, Grace. Are we tired of the ice, no getting in Tidewater? In Tidewater, seemed like y'all wouldn't have that much. It wasn't that cold when I was up there. Now, listen what Grace Smith says. And for H-Town, love for H-Town, love for my sisters and brothers. Family, oh man, y'all, we all kumbaya up in here. Huh? Hope somebody don't ask me to borrow no money. I'm gonna get nervous. Now, this is the key of to the channel. Other than the mission statement, I want y'all to hear this very clearly. We verify information. Don't come up and say, hey, somebody passed away today. Send me an email. Hey, guess what? They doing this over here. Hey, they about to change this. And they may be, or it may have been misinformation put out. You may have sincere motives. So just come in and put it in the email. Email me and we'll verify, because we don't want to upset people. Okay, verify information. Everybody's welcoming Emily. I apologize, okay? Sometime Charlton, I just got his name right. I've been now listening. Grace Smith say, Emily. I hope I say Emily. I hope I said it right. Yes, it's 19 degrees and 28 right now. Yes, too true with this mess. Too through with this mess. H-Town, can I borrow some sugar? Yeah, but when you come to borrow some sugar, Brother Ronan, then you're going to want, oh, man, while I'm here, can I get some bread? What you going to do with that extra bacon? Before you know it, you got a whole meal, partner. Huh? Can I get you to wait at the door? Verify all information. Anybody that gets offended when you ask to verify information, or if you see something that we say that's in error, you question it right then, because we don't want to put out misinformation. Now, if this information and channel has been informative and uplifting, please smash that like button. Oh, did I add uplifting? Now we're going to get ready to get on topic, family. Here we don't clickbait. We go to the actual topic, but we like to come in and get y'all say you're close. You close it like, okay, let me see. Emma, okay. Emma. Okay, Emily, okay. Emily, okay, Emily. She got me. Oh, hooked on phonics. Emily, okay. Emily. No sugar. Think as extra bacon at the house. Y'all cut up. Thank you. Clickbait sucks. Now, a lot of times that you'll see a lot of clickbait. That's why I don't clickbait. If you notice, I may cover the topic a week or something after when some news break, because I do my thorough due diligence. Don't be coming over here. Hey, come in this room over here. We got the secrets. I'm going to show you how I got this, but you got to come behind this door and pay me a bag. You got to get part of my training group. You got to be part of my seminar. Huh? Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't have stuff, but if you want to break it down in more detail, but stuff that's readily available, come on now. No, but if they got extra training they can teach you, I ain't got no problem with them getting paid for it. Now, listen, we have 23 likes, 23 in the room. Please click and subscribe. Yes, if we would love to win your subscription, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button if you're enjoying it. Yeah, see H-Town, they think, people think because I'm easygoing that I'm a pushover. I'm not. I saw the insults on my channel. I saw them, and we're going to address it. I saw it. But the way I handle things, we don't have to have nothing that disrupts the channel or disrupts the chat. We got to enjoy each other, they better start looking back on my channel. I slow walk things. I slow cook it like a brisket. Charlton saying hi. And Jason said, oh, yeah, my fault. Jason say hello, H-Town and fam from Jason M. Everybody show love to Jason M. Yes, indeed. Now, family, we're going to get on topic. Y'all can continue to say hi to each other, but let's try to keep your questions and comments based on what we're talking about, because I to clip it out, I have to have it under a certain amount of time, and we're going to get a chance to talk afterward anyway. Okay? So that's why I do it. Of course, I did. Hello, not hell. Oh, okay. Now I don't know what y'all talking about. Here we go. Let's get on topic. And the topic for tonight is breaking down VA rating code sheet. If you've never heard of a VA rating code sheet, put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if you've never heard of a VA rating code sheet. Put a 1 in the chat. If you have heard of a VA rating code sheet, put a 2 in the chat. H-Town has heard of it. Yeah, I got it on. If you never heard of a VA rating code sheet, put 1 in the chat. If you have heard of it, put 2 in the chat. If you've heard of the VA rating code sheet, put 2 in the chat. But if you ain't never heard of it, put 1 in the chat. See, this is why we do this. U.S. Army Grunt says, no, never heard of it. Charleston, never heard of it. H-Town, I heard of it. I learned from my VSO. Benny heard of it. J. Oliver heard of it. The original LBS heard of it. Betty heard of it. Emily heard of it. Jason M. heard of it. Now, you see how we do this? Oh, sir, never heard of it. Hold on, I'm sorry. Emily never heard of it. Let me get back and correct. J. Oliver heard of it. The original LBS heard of it. Betty heard of it. Emily never heard of it. Jason M. never heard of it. Then oh sir never heard of it. Grim never heard of it. Family, that's why we here. Grace heard of it. Coasty has heard of it. 66 has heard of it. Now, Betty Bob say, heard of it from H-Town and got it and when got it. This is a document that you need to get. So we're going to break down what it is and why it's so significant and why the VA is reluctant to give it to you in most situations and occasions. Charlton says, my VSO in 2019 didn't hear of code sheet. Wow. Now let's talk about it. We're going to break that code. You hear me? The code sheet. Let's talk about it. So if those of you that know, this is Black History Month, so we're going to be talking about Black history, and we're going to tie it into what we're talking about on this slide. So the Rosetta Stone was nobody had the understanding of the ancient Egyptian language. And remember, well, you may not know that it's just a what you call a culmination of all African cultures coming into the Nile River. The Nile River does not run down, it runs up. These people come from the Anu people, and they weren't called Egyptians, they were called Kemet. Okay? So other people conquered the Arabs there now, but before that, the Romans conquered them, and different people have come through, the Persians and different people, but those are not the original people of that land. Now, so they want to break the code. So they had a document called the Rosetta Stone, and they was able to match it with pictures and different things like that. So once they broke the code, and one of it was like a love story. I don't know if it was with a prostitute or something. It had all kinds. It had about 3 different stories on it. And when they broke the code, they was able to understand the meaning of how this African nation ran, and they would find out who was related to who. Well, you know, King Tut was one of the off to the right. He wasn't a significant pharaoh, okay, but he was one. His grave was untouched for the most part. Wasn't much stole out of it. It was buried, and unfortunately, when they had the people buried it, they would take them out so they wouldn't tell nobody where it's at. His father was Akhenaten, all right? And yes, why he looked black? Because they were black. They were black people. People mixture happened later, but these were black people. Matter of fact, his grandmother, Tut's grandmother, is Queen Ty. She's got an afro, people. She's from Nubia. Now understand, the Nubians were they like family. Okay. So just some was in the Nile, some was in Nubia, and they would call them the black pharaohs, but all the pharaohs, the first one, Namer, he looked like my cousin Tyrone. But you know, you say, what about the gods moving, all that? That's just a whole bunch. You can't live in that part of the country and be fair skinned that you have skin cancer and die. Okay. And they found all in their tombs what they come they have with Afro picks. And they had braided hair, and they love cats, but they had kind of had their neck broke. They was really about taking things with them. You know, if you talking about taking it with you, we got to give the Egyptians an E for effort. Yes, it's interesting. And that's why when you see a lot of the faces, you're gonna see the nose blown off, because a lot of people from other places, the European place, they blew the nose off. That's what happened with the Sphinx. It had a big old black nose on it, and Napoleon blew it off. But you see the issue with Akhenaten, he made sure that everything that was done about him was lifelike. Akhenaten, the father of King Tut, y'all don't know, he kind of had a shape like a woman. He had hips and everything. He was a man now, because he led in the battle. He just, his shape, he had a disorder, but he made them make his statues exactly how it was. Now let's get into the code was broken. So we put a little Black History because it's Black History Month. Now let's get to the documents, family. You ready for this here? Letters and Disability Compensation Package. This is what H-Town calls it. So when you get a rating with the VA, or you get a decision, there's going to be 3 important documents that you need. You need the decision letter, the notification letter, if you get approved, and the VA code sheet. Usually they're going to have the decision letter and notification letter, but they real reluctant on giving you that VA code sheet. In particular, I'll spill the beans right now, because the person that writes it, their name is usually on that code sheet. I got my code sheet and they scratched the person's name out. So what does the decision letter tell you? Whether your claim was approved or denied. Yes. Yes. Now you say Egyptian history is so interesting. Yes, indeed. And then Grace said, take screenshots. Okay, that's it. Now, let me pull it up where you can see the whole thing. So the decision letter is when the VA makes a decision on your claim. They send you a decision letter with the date, tell you what their decision is, whether they approve the claim or deny. Okay. You say, what if I want to know if I'm permanent total? Well, in this case, Mr. John Brown, they say basic eligibility to dependents education assistance is established for August the 15th, 2014. It's kind of small here and a little blurry, and I apologize. Well, what they're saying is they're permanent in total. If you get that, you have a PNT status. That's a roundabout way of the VA telling you. You say, why don't they just be straight up? It's the VA. Sometime they'll come out and say it. Now, the notification letter is to notify you of what benefits you qualify for, whether it be VA compensation, what dependents you're going to get money for, how far your back pay is going to go. Eventually, they're going to tell you how much your back pay is going to be. Yeah, so it's more, and it's kind of an overlap of the decision letter. And then the code sheet, which I consider to be very important, because it's like a recap of the decision letter and other information throughout your claim file. And it breaks things down, and it deals with the things that you were approved for in your claim. So that means you're service connected for it, or conditions that were denied. So that shows that they're on that too. See that? Come on now. And we're going to go over the decision letter and the notification letter, but the first one we're covering is the code sheet. Decision letter, more likely than not. Yeah, what decision letter, they didn't already made the decision whether it's more likely than not. The decision, they say, you know what? Claim approved. They're not going to say on that more likely than not, but yeah. That means that's the more likely. And they already gave it to you. Thank you. Great question, brother. Now, family, I want you to understand how this works. Look at it, the VA code sheet, as the VBA giving you your health status. Okay? Telling you what things that what conditions you are service connected for and what conditions that you are not service connected for. If you have any statements about what we're talking about, you can, or questions. So on this status report, they're going to tell you what you're service connected for. In addition, what you're not service connected for. It's also going to show the conditions and the code number for that condition. So you can take that code number, plug it in, and find out what the rating criteria and everything dealing with that condition. That's what the code for. But they don't stop there with codes. Also, you have on there combat code status that we're going to break down like nobody else can. I ain't saying they don't know, but you know, my background is teaching, and I happen to be a veteran, so I'm putting it to use. And the last one, and that's usually what's most important to most veterans, is whether or not you have any future exams. They may say that on the decision letter, or they may not. But on your code sheet, it's going to be clear. And it's a summary letter. It recaps everything in 1 to 4 pages, sometimes 2 pages. That's why it's so important to have. So here we go. It's going to break the code dealing with the VA code sheet. We're looking at a VA code sheet, somebody that was in the Navy. We don't have a name up there. And we're going to walk through this code sheet together. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know as we go through it. And this is how I will come to you sometime. This one is 2 pages. We're showing the first page. We're going to break the codes today. So when a decision is done, they'll also do a code sheet if you have a high level reviewer known as a DRO, a decision review officer back in the day. So you might hear me use these terms interchangeably. That's like when you get a decision and it was denied, or you think that it was enough information to make a proper decision, they'll send it to a decision review officer for a high level review, or a high level reviewer, they'll call them. And when they make it, you know, it's going to be on here, what they approved, what they denied. That's the first thing. Rating decision. What was the rating decision? What things were you approved for, or what things were you denied? When you get a new disability added to your added, you need to make sure that you get an updated VA code sheet. So the first thing is the claims decision. What was approved and what was denied? That's what's in red. You're going to see it in red as we walk through. Next, the second thing, very important, where was the claim adjudicated? Where was it decision made? Sometime it may be outside your state, sometime it may be inside your state. Who in here learned that your claim was done outside of your regional VA office? Let us know. Let us know if yours, and say yes in the chat, or no. Just say yes if it was done outside. Now, the Veterans Benefit Administration is usually the ones where you can get the VA code sheet. And I want you to understand something about them. So he said yes. Brother Benny. J. Oliver said yes. So you've had claims done way out. Charlton, no, it was done close by the regional office where he was at. So, family, I want to explain to you what the Veteran Benefits Administration is, what their purpose is. And I want you, and this is from H-Town's understanding of it. So some other people may have a different definition, but this is part of a 3-pronged situation. Number one is the VBA, which is Veteran Benefits Administration. This is part of the VA. It's broken down in 3 parts. The Veteran Benefits Administration, who handles benefits, the Veteran Healthcare Administration, the VHA, all right, and the one that deals with veteran burial. That's the last part, okay? So Charlton say no. Coastie said no, it was in this area. 66 say no, his claim was handled in this area. Then Betty say yes, it was outside of Baltimore, outside of Maryland, or her immediate area. Now listen to old Sir say, I have a January 9th, 2026 award, but they didn't include a code sheet. How do I get one? Family, we're going to tell you that. If you had a VSO, go up there and see, can they print one off for you? That's who did it for me. Like a veteran service organization like the American Legion, whoever represents you, you can go up there and request it. When I went the first time, they say, oh, you know, we're going to give you other documents you asked for. I asked for one of my decision letters, and I asked for notification letter from the past. They said, we're going to mail it to you. Never got it to me. It's been 5-6 months. But I went up there last Friday. The guy was nice. He said, he knew me. So they could give it to you right there if they wanted to. He went and got it. Now, but he scratched the name out on the person who prepared it. But he gave it to me. Yes, indeed. Whew. That's how you do that. Go up there and ask for one. See if they call the 1-800 number. We have, and if you have any more questions about that, let us know. Betty Bob say 28 likes and 25 watching. Please click like and subscribe. Yes, indeed. My VSO will not print anything for me. You need to get a new VSO. Sometimes that's why we're here to get the information. So let me explain what the VBA is, the Veteran Benefit Administration. They are there to approve and deny claims for benefits, not in the form of compensation, extra scheduler ratings, protected ratings, secondary disability claims, tax exemptions. They're giving you forms and stuff, educational, housing loan, VA home loans, healthcare, adaptive housing, or automobile, clothing allowance, life insurance, and burial. Family, and to reschedule, schedule reexaminations for VA disability ratings. That's their purpose, okay? And they're right here on the code sheet. Now listen to what they say here. Betty say, you would call and ask for it. Ask for it, and it can be emailed to you securely. I heard that, so call in and ask for it, technology-wise. Now, Coastie said you can send a FOIA request to the VA, but it takes a long time to receive it. That's why we're telling you about this, because they don't really like you having this document. They kind of told me it's kind of an internal document. Yeah, it's part of my file, so I want it. It's one of those secret files that we talk about because it tells you who adjudicated your claim. Now, listen to what Sister Grace Smith said. My representative was DAV, Disabled American Veterans. They called the VA, asked to fax disability breakdown letter code sheet, and they faxed it. So you probably need to get a different representative. Jay Oliver say some VA hospitals have compensation sites, offices. Yeah, in Waco, Texas, they got a VA right there in the hospital. Grim say, gotta head to church. I'll watch the rest later. Blessings, yes indeed. Yeah, we don't mind you saying you're going to church, but if you talk about going to somebody else's channel, no. We over here. Now, but if you're going somewhere else, let us know. That's cool. You going to the moon? Let us know. Might want you to bring us back something. Benny said, yes, I called the VA and they emailed it to me. Wow. That 1-800 number, right? If anybody know the 1-800 number, put it in the chat and we're going to put it up there for for our good person to find. Have a good one, Graham. Yes, indeed. See how we family. We gonna be missing you while you gone. But relook at the go back and go over it. Now count the pages. You would think so. The next box tells you the number of pages. Count and make sure. If it says it's 4 pages, but you only have 3, you better make sure you get that 4th page or get a whole nother set. Okay? Count the pages. It's going to be right there. Pages 1 of 2. Okay? Personal information. Please make sure your name is correct. Make sure that your Social Security number and your VA file number, usually it's the same thing unless you were a Vietnam veteran or earlier. And family, have you ever had any issues with them misspelling your name on your VA disability or paperwork or at the VA hospital? Let us know. Now listen to what Coastie says. Took me 9 months through FOIA requests. I still haven't got my FOIA request. Sir says if there are any VSOs on this chat, I am up for adoption. Oh, you're a mess. You see how we breaking it down? Follow the red parts, okay? Now this is critical here. If I would say to sir, that if you had somebody a power of attorney like the VSO, okay? Whoever the VSO is, that would be your power of attorney, or you may have a lawyer. So that would be on the VA code sheet. You see how important this document is? So claim representative POA, which is power of attorney, a legal document that allows someone to someone else. I didn't mean to put 2 on that twice. Sorry, someone else to act on your behalf, and that's what these VSOs are doing. That's what the American Legion, Veteran of Foreign Wars, and Disabled Veteran of America's, Texas Veteran Commission, all of them they represent, and you may have one local in your state. Now, and it's going to show if they copy emails to other people, how many copies. Make sure you get copies. Betty say, I put in FOIA request 17 January 2025 and still have not gotten it. Okay. Yeah, you might have to go up there and ask them for it. So that's the next box. We're breaking it down. So now you're going to see a term on there, EOD. You see it's lit up. I know. Let me make it full screen on this stuff so you can see it better, a little better. EOD. With the EOD, that is entered on duty, like when you got ready to go to boot camp. Date that a service member, the date that a service member entered on active duty. That's your EOD. Make sure that's correct on your code sheet and the rest of your paperwork, because that might affect back pay. Now, sir say, so if my power of attorney or VSO, if the VSO is your power of attorney, is allowed to see the code sheet, why make me do a dang FOIA request? Well, it depends. That's why I say some feel comfortable printing it off, some don't. Some think it's just, you might have an incompetent one or somebody that just agrees with doing it. I can't speak. If one don't do, go to another one. So now that's the EOD. Make sure that your date of entry is correct on your DD-214, your code sheet, and all your paperwork. That's very important. And the next one is release from active duty, called the RAD, the R-A-D, the date that a service member ends active duty service. So you need to make sure, and that should be the same. These 2 dates should be the same on your DD-214. Now, the next one is your branch of service. Now, let us know in here, family, Your branch of service, just put Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Just put it in there, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. That's where you make sure your branch of service is right. And if you had two service, put both of them. Or, you know, I don't know if I was in the Army, so the branch would be Army. Put your branch in here, fam. All right. U.S. Navy, okay. Air Force. Betty Bob's Navy. Charlton, Navy. Charlton say, oh, I see code sheet is for service connected and things that you're not service connected for. Remember, that's what I had the thing. That it was for service connected and things you're not service connected. We got a lot of U.S. Navy in here. 66 a Army. Coast Guard, Coast Guard. Then Venn Olive Army. H-Town Army, of course. Grace Smith, U.S. Navy. J. Oliver, the Marines and the Air Force. Emily, my husband, retired Navy. Respect. Then Benny say, Army. Come on, fam, keep telling us. So that's what would be on there. And we had one Space Force person, and I didn't realize they get hazardous pay when they go up towards space, those that do. Now, the next thing that's very important, that's critical, is what? Your character of discharge. What type of discharge you receive. So let's talk about it. What is the character of discharge? Oh, I'm sorry, fam. I'm in a breaking my headset. Now, character of discharge. Describe how a service member was released from the military and whether it was under honorable conditions. All right. Benny say Army. Everybody show love to John Williams. Ranger, qualified paratrooper. F the Army. Wow. What is this? Well, I don't know why you talking about F the Army. Why you talk like that? We ain't got to get mean. Now, we're going to give you a second chance. We're just going to delete your comment. We don't want to talk mean like that, okay? You come in, you try to come in and get to know people. Don't be trying to put that stuff. I'm going to watch what I put on the screen next time. Everybody show love. You can still come back up, but you need to get that right, that language right. We don't talk against my computer went silent. Okay. Yeah, but y'all still say hi to him. I didn't block it. I just deleted the comment. So come in acting right, okay? Jason M say, if you get a big chicken dinner, no benefits right now. Yeah, show them some love. And Benny say, be nice. Yeah, we ain't gonna be hard on you. You just got to come in and act right. That's all. So it's gonna take you a few minutes, but you'll be able to chat after that. Make sure you come in with some sense. Now, where can you find this? It appears on your DD-214 form, which is an official document that also includes the reason for separation. Pay attention. This will reflect whether you get benefits or not. If you have an honorable discharge, usually under honorable conditions, general, yes, go watch our videos on these topics. Other than honorable conditions, that's when it gets bad. Other than honorable, usually not. Okay? Right now we got 32 likes, 24 watching. Please come on in. Come on in, family. Y'all are welcome. Limitless Bottom say, code sheet are lame now. They won't even tell you where your claims were adjudicated. Oh, really? I got to go look at mine. I just got it. They trying to keep information from me. So now we're talking about other than honorable conditions. That's a bad conduct discharge. You may or might have a chance. Dishonorable, no. You're not getting health care or VA disability compensation benefits. Other than honorable, most likely not. Bad conduct, most likely not. Uncharacterized, that's like when you get out early, you wasn't there but 15 days or something, or you got hurt in basic training or something. So if you are trying to find out, as an example, was your claim done in Philly? No go. Okay. Bottom whoop. Everybody show love to Limitless Bottom. Now, Limitless, not Bottom, Limitless Boom. I'm sorry. Yes, indeed. Now, family, let's continue. See how we bringing scholarship to this situation? Yeah, see, that's why I like to click stuff. I don't have to read all of it, so I'm trusting you. Now, we're at the combat code. Now, follow me on this, okay? This one, I'm showing you where they, with this individual, they had an error on their combat code. Okay, they're in the Navy. They had an error. Now, follow me. VA combat status code. So it's either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Non-combat disabilities, you get a 1. You got disabilities, but they're non-combat related. Follow me now. They got a 1 for this individual that was in the Navy, but that's kind of contradictory. You go down where they had headaches, service-connected, Gulf War incurred. Hold on. If they was in a gun, they got a VA disability that was in Gulf War, that means it's service-connected. It is a combat disability. So that should be not a 1 up there. It should be a 2. Follow what I'm saying. Number 2, 1 or more combat disabilities and all compensatable. I don't know why I got from 10 to 90%. I'm hoping I'm correct on that. Now, all compensatable. All right. Now, if you have, see, that's if all of them are compensatable. Now, let's say you had one condition. You had PTSD and it was in combat. You would have a combat code of 2. If you had 3 conditions that were, and we'll get more in the error. If you had 2 in there and they was combat, it was, let's say 3. It'll still be a 2, all of them compensatable. Now, the third one, 1 or more combat disabilities and none are compensatable. So that means you have combat disabilities, but none are compensatable. You're not getting anything. That could be 0%. Okay? Number 4, and I mean to put 10% to 100%. I'm sorry that 90% is up there on number 2. Compensatable, you get compensated between 10% and 100%. Number 4, 1 or more combat disabilities and some are compensatable and some are not. So if you have some combat disabilities that are compensatable and some are not, you got injured on the base or in theater in a combat situation, you would have a 4. But they made an error with this Navy person. Look who's in the house. Everybody show love to John Michaels. Show love to our brother John Michaels. Let's see here. Everybody say boom, say welcome. Now let's see what we got. Limitless Boom say, thank you, sir. Your grassroots, down to earth, humor injected channel is awesome. Yes, indeed. Now look at everybody show love to our brother John Michael. I was talking about you earlier. I done talked you up. John Michael say, hey, H-Town, hope you are doing well. I wish the same for you, my brother. How's it going down there? You down there in Georgia or South Kakalaki? Everybody show love. U.S. Army grad, yes, indeed. Evening, J. Michael, yes, indeed. Everybody show love to John Michael. John Michael, one thing, you ain't got to worry about John Michael talking behind your back. He going to say how he feels straight out. And I respect that. I respect your gangster. John Michael, how are you? Hey, John. He say, John Michael say, doing well, took my night sleep meds and waiting for them to kick in. Oh, we better hurry and get to the information. Oh, sir says, has H-Town gone silent or am I having computer issues? Tell me if y'all can hear me. If you hear me, because what's the name? Can't hear me now. Oh, sir. So okay, they hear me. So it might be your computer. Reboot it or something. Get it straight. Now let's go. This is where the code sheet is messed up, okay? So let's say the code sheet is messed up. Then you go get it corrected. Say, well, I got to do all that. Okay, so everything's okay. Sounds good. Thank you, family. Now, you correct it because you want it to be no contradiction, especially if, let's say, you had some conditions that happened in combat, but the one that you died of was a condition that happened by non-combat injury. Did you hear what I just said? So that means if they say, hey, you say, hey, here's my spouse's VA code sheet, and it's on there, and it says number, let's say you died of a combat injury, but they got one on there, right? That means, the code sheet say no combat disabilities. So no, you're in trouble. So you want to make sure that is correct. So they corrected this one because this person has at least one condition that's service connected, one or more disabilities, and all compensatable. Come on now. Meaning you got at least 10% or higher at that time. All right. Come on, family. Let's continue. The next one. Now, the special provisional code or something, I don't know what that is, but we're going over to the one that's very important. Now, I want y'all to listen. That is the one for future exam date. This is very important. So if you have a future exam date, that means they've scheduled you for a future exam. That condition is not static or permanent in nature. If you don't have a future date for that, that means the condition is most likely static. And so like this person has the first one you see up here, and we'll get to that in a minute. The one dealing with the, I can't pronounce it, Barbie and acne. I can't pronounce the first word, PS, right? That one is static at 10%. So you say, H-Town, can you have a static condition less than 100%? Yes. At any rating you can. John Michael say, I wonder if they consider PTSD combat or non-combat for the status code. Now, the status code is just going to be for PTSD. It don't matter. They're going to tell you. So the code itself, we're going to get into that. Now, let's talk about these exams, and we'll get into that in a minute, brother. Future exam date. What we see here, this Navy member, from Navy veteran, has one for June 2019. So that means the VA schedules future exams based on the condition and circumstances of the case, 3 to 5 years, like unemployability or whatever the condition might be. VA will include a code sheet in the rating decision packet that lists future exam dates. If there are no future exam, the code sheet will say none. So where you see June 2019, if you don't have no future exam for any of your disabilities, it would say none in that box. Now listen to Charlton says, John Michael, depends. You can get non-PTSD rating. You mean non-combat PTSD? Yeah. All PTSD is not from combat. Now, Betty say 34 likes, 27 watching. And we thank you for those that are watching. Let us continue on the VA code sheet. Now, adjudication. Y'all said, somebody told me that this portion is not considered anymore or not on the sheet. I haven't confirmed that on mine yet, on my new VA code sheet. So here we go. Adjudication, new claim received 2/11/2018. What is that? What is adjudication? It deals with the location where we're going to talk about it. Adjudication for a new claim is based on the veteran's permanent address. Adjudication is assigned to the regional office, RO for regional office, for veterans with a permanent address in the regional office's geographical location. But we know sometimes they do send claims outside the area. Thank y'all. 34 likes and 27 watching. We appreciate y'all. And we doing this. And we're going to go over this. We're going to go over a video when we talk about the different types of claim. We're going to cover supplemental claims. So the next part of the VA code sheet for the Navy veteran is associated claims. Well, they had associated claim. They say 020 E-benefits form 526EZ supplemental. Okay. And they had this on the same date, 2/11/2018. And they had a supplemental claim. And it's documented on there also. As you see, that's a copy of what the form looks like for supplemental claims if you file one. Come on, fam. Now, first section, when it comes to the disabilities themselves, are those that the veteran is service connected for. All right. Now, even though it's a Navy veteran, I use different examples, Army and different things. So don't get thrown off by the military vehicle right there. So let's say you developed hearing problems. And you had a hearing problem. A link between your military service and current diagnosis, injury, or condition. That's called a nexus. All right, because you were in those, what they call those, artillery, and the boom, 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 boom. So that's service connect. That's what we're dealing with now. The one you see at the top in red, subject to compensation. One service connection, right? I think they got more than one here. Did they say one service connected? At least one service connected, I guess. Now, here we go. John Michael say, an exception exists if you are a current or former VA employee. Those are handled in Janesville, Wisconsin. That's very good information. Woo, aren't you glad that medicine ain't kicked in on John Michaels yet? I didn't know that. Thank you, family. This is why we need, all of us are important here. Let's talk about it. Now, remember, disability ratings, we're on the second sheet now. Disability ratings accumulate. So let's say you had a combined rating for compensation of 20%. And that was in 7/1/2007. But then you got increases. Now your combined rating, or you got more than one disability, like this individual does, combines to 30% as of 2/11/2018. Come on, fam. So these are the things that you are, these are the things that you are service connected for. Now we're going to go into the non-service connected disabilities. Here we go. Meaning you have no nexus, no connection between your military service and the disability itself. Well, with this Navy veteran, so let me say this, no link between the military service and current diagnosis, injury, condition, or no diagnosis at all. So it's important to get that diagnosis. And if you haven't done so, go over to your local VA hospital and go to records and release and ask for a copy of your problems list that will show things that you are diagnosed with at the VA hospital. And that may help you with your claim with the VBA when you're filing for benefits, because you already have a diagnosis. You would just have to connect it to your military service, right? Now, non-service connected, not subject to compensation, peacetime or wartime injuries. So this person had visual problem, ocular condition, something dealing with the eyes. They had sleep apnea. It wasn't service connected. They did it on a pre-discharge exam before they got out the military. And other one like I want to say some kind of skin scarring, and it was not they said it wouldn't cause some acne or some kind of skin problem. They said it wasn't. It's DYSHIDROSIS. And they said it wasn't military related. And also they had post-traumatic stress disorder. And you look right next to each one, and I mean to say it, they have a code, as I said earlier. You see that code for PTSD? Everybody can Google it, 9411, and that'll let you know, okay? Each one, those codes for each different condition has its own code, all right? That's what the code is for, to break down what are symptoms you need almost, yes. Now, our brother says, John Michael say, I was infantry with 3 deployments and going to sick call was highly frowned upon, and my STRs are pretty non-existent. It's unfortunate, but that's how you live for a lot of us. How I got to 100% with records post-service are a miracle. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And it might have played a part that you were, if you were a combat veteran, reliable historian. They'll take your word. That's the only thing that saved me, is because I wasn't lying to them. If you're a combat veteran, you are considered to be a reliable historian, or y'all can have buddy statements. All right? If you get injured anywhere, buddy statements, fam. You hear what I said? Now let us continue. But the codes are often, and you look that up. Look up 6070 for the eye condition, and you're going to see that's the code that goes with it. Now, issues, so some issues were approved and had codes right next to them. Some conditions were denied, and you see the codes, 4 codes. Each post-traumatic stress disorder has a code, right? Sleep apnea had a code, 6847. Everything had a code. Now let's talk about some issues they didn't either approve or deny. They deferred. Acid reflux was deferred. And that code was what? Family, if y'all follow me, put the code. What's the code for acid reflux? It's right there on the code sheet. Let me see if y'all follow me. And while y'all doing that, I'm going ahead and read what a deferred claim is. Put it in the chat. What is the code for acid reflux? Come on, put it in the chat, family. We got Rage Pepper say, what's up, y'all? You see? So when you go over your code sheet, you go over every code to make sure it aligns with your disability. And if they got a denial there, but the code say you meet the requirement, everybody show love to Rage Pepper. What's the code, family? Say hello, Rage Pepper. The code is 7346. Right next to it. That's breaking the code down. And it's going to tell you everything about that condition. 7346. You need to know about your condition. Now, let's talk about deferred claims. We break it down here. What does it mean when the VA defers your claim? It means the VA needs more information. They don't have enough information to make a decision, fam. The VA means the VA needs more information to make a final decision on a disability benefits claim, a deferral is not a denial or an approval, but rather an opportunity to provide additional evidence. You say they asked me for additional evidence? Maybe, or they might be asking the examiner for additional information or clarity. Is H-Town breaking it down, fam? Look, we got ABQ basketball. I need help finding out my idiot 10. What is that? What you need to find out, let us know. Now let's talk about reasons why you'll have a deferred claims. We're going to give 4 here. That's right, John Michaels. For acid reflux, the code is 7346. Now, when you get to some of these sites, you'll be able to find other conditions that you have. We're going to link, I guess we'll do it next time, the different places to find the code for your conditions, okay? That's what the code sheet is for. Find out what the condition and the code that is related to it. Now, 4 reasons that they might defer a claim. The first one being incomplete evidence. The evidence submitted with the claim was not enough to make a decision. Boom. Number 2, multiple service-connected conditions. The VA may be ready to decide on some conditions, but not others. They might, we got all evidence we need for their PTSD, but we need more about that sleep apnea. So we're going to go ahead and approve that PTSD. Whoever had a deferred claim, put DC in the chat. If they approve some of your stuff and they didn't approve the rest of it, or they didn't approve nothing, they say we need more information. Put DC in the chat. If you've ever had a deferred claim, put DC for deferred claim. And you can tell us why if you'd like to know. And we're going to read the other reason. Put DC in the chat if you've had a deferred claim. Now, next reason is need more clarification. The VA may request more rational or clarification from medical examiner. Okay? What's the last reason that they would defer a claim? Incomplete disability benefits questionnaire, DBQs. The DBQ may need to be completed. You may not have put the doctor name on there, or the doctor didn't put their name on there. I ain't saying you put it in, I mean the doctor. So they need to know what contact information. They didn't explain how they arrived at their decision. They didn't review all the medical evidence. If you have an outside doctor do the DBQ, make sure that they review the same evidence that an examiner that the VA send you to would review, or they're going to say they couldn't make an informed decision. They didn't have all the information. That's your due diligence. 66 say they had a deferred claim. Excellent review the code sheet. Yes. DC, sir say deferred claim. Then Coasty said deferred claim. Man, I sure hate to hear that, but I'm not going to say it's all bad. Now, John Michael say, I submitted a mental health DBQ from a private psychologist or psychiatrist, and they sent me to a CMP exam anyway. Now, that's what they were talking about, okay? That's what our brother Raider HQ say. If they send you the one, you might think it's complete, but the Raider may not think it's complete. So I wouldn't risk it. It's my opinion. Go ahead and go. Because he's saying what Raider's saying, they're not going to consider it anyway if they feel like it's insufficient. Go ahead and go, and you can fight it later and say, no, y'all should have considered this one. Then you fight and see what they're saying, why it's insufficient. They should tell you why it's insufficient. Now, lucky, they both agree I was messed up. Ain't that something? See, John Michael breaking it down. You can't go to sleep. You're getting very sleepy, brother. Wake up. Oh, boy. Now, the original LBS says, I have around 2 pages of STRSs, and I know that there's no way my examiner reviewed all of them. So if you have proof that they said something in that doesn't jive with them reviewing all your records, you can disagree with that. The rebuttal. Family, did we do it? Did we cover it? Did we do it? Family, come on now. Now, family, did we just do that thing? Oh Lord, why did that do that? Give me a second here, family. So thank y'all, family. But what I want to do, I want to go back over that. So tell me, was that information beneficial? You did it. Was it beneficial? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the first page of it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the parts that show the service connected part. Give me a second. Okay. It's making it hard. The key things that I want to point out. Number one, we're going to go back. You want to know if you have any future exams. That's one of the main things. And if you see like you have headaches, if so that I know that y'all understand, look on the form that you see to the right. What is the VA code for headaches? Put that in the chat. It's right there, headaches. They did a pre-discharge exam. What is the code for headaches? Let us know, family. Say, I did it. Now, these are the ones that you were approved for, that you're service connected. No future exam, but here they have a future exam for headaches. So it's up in the future exam. You may have multiple. What is for headaches? What is the VA code? Look to the right of it. Look at the headaches and what's to the right. It must not be clear enough for y'all. So I think 5100. Somebody see if they can see it. What is the code for headaches? I want to see if anybody get it. Y'all can't see it? Oh, y'all can't see the number to the right on the other side of the arrow? The numbers, the codes are always to the left side. Is it too blurry or what? Let's see if anybody get it. Somebody try to put the number there, see if y'all can see it. I apologize, the numbers, but the numbers to the left, that right next to them are the numbers. And it's 8100. Now, 8100. Yes, this the number. Can you see that? Tell me if y'all can see 8100 to the left. It's too small. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't blow it up more. I apologize. But y'all, at least y'all know where it's at. It's 8100. Thank you, Benny. Now, listen to what our John Michael say. Your VSO should be able to get you a copy, but if you have the Veteran of Foreign Wars, they no longer represent people unless you are at the BVA now. Wow. Oh, y'all on phones. Okay. I'm sorry. I got carried. I'm sorry, family. I'm not trying to use your disabilities against you. I'm sorry, family. Can y'all forgive me? Now, what I want to show, I want to go back over for a second here, is the things that they're service connected for, okay? We're going to get over here to the things that's service connected. Just know that the codes, you see the ones, so the service connected for tinnitus. The code for tinnitus is 6260. That's to the left. Status, post right thumb fracture, 52 at the bottom, 5228. All right. They also have right above in the middle, third one down from the top, service connected for right foot. All right. Degenerative joint disease. And they 10% for that. So family, we appreciate y'all patience and y'all understanding. We got out in that time. Did we break it down? H-Town tried to break it down. Hold on, let me see. Can I get it over here? We want to make sure we bring it to you now. Now I do have let's see. We're going to go over VA law now. Okay, we're going to go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it small. Next time most time I make it big. Can y'all forgive me? Now, family, we're going to go into the law, and we thank you for being here. We're going to see what new laws have changed in 2026. And we appreciate you. Charles say H-Town is mean. No, I'm sorry. I ain't ride the phone, and our vision ain't what, and you looking at it on the phone, it's gonna be small. Please forgive me. All right. Now we're gonna cover VA law. Any questions about what we covered, though? Any questions about what we covered, you can put them in the chat. I learned that a VA code sheet looks like, and I learned what a VA code sheet looks like and how to read it. Thank you. Tell me what y'all learned. Rage Pepper say, break it down like H-Town. Tell me what y'all learned today from us going over this. What did you learn that you didn't know? Or you got clarification on? Let us know, fam. Then we're going to go into, you can let us know in the chat, and we're going to go ahead into the law. Now we covering VA law. We want to thank people like our sister Betty Bops. I think this one may have been sent to me by Raider HQ. Thank him for doing that. And Betty Bops gave me this too. Now, thank y'all. Here we go. What's going on this month? 2026. In January, I want y'all to look up there. They had changes to the VA law. So they changed it on this website on 1/26. They changed information about elections and waivers in military retirement pay. So it's an update to remove references to discontinue forms. Okay. Clarification when to document eligibility of full. Okay, I'm just seeing what it's about. Another one on 1/26 a few days ago, about 5 days ago. They had one on military retirement also. Update, and it was about updating and select or compensation, okay, to remove claim folder guidelines. Let's see. Let's go down to what happened on 1/22, January 22nd, 2026. This law update was dealing with general information on power of attorney. So you may want to go back and check that out. The other one on 1/22/26 dealt with power of attorney. In 1/21/2026, it deals with military retirement. Now, another one on January 21st was dealing with integrated disability evaluation system and final ratings. That sounds interesting. So y'all can go through and look at the different laws. Look how much they've updated it. Oh, one here on that. Wow. Dealing with request evidence. You can click on it and you can get all the information you need looking right there. We're not going to go over it all today, but we're just looking at the law, and you can find this at no VA, like the word no, I know, no VA.ebenefits.va. So these are some of the laws that they have coming on. We thank y'all for your patience. Look it. Man, this is John Michael. Raider, I missed you. John Raider, do you believe that stuff? Raider, do you believe that stuff? Everybody show love to Raider. Raider, my brother. Raider, my brother. He ain't worth the quarter on a good day, but he my brother. Everybody show love to Raider. Let me tell y'all something, family. Look, link for that. Link for that you shared. Oh, okay. Hey, Raider or Betty Bops, if y'all know the link to the VA law dealing with the because it's giving me a long thing, nova.ebenefits.va.gov/ where you can look up the laws. Anybody have it? Give us the link in the chat. Now let's see. Say, Raider, I had your back with that lunatic Kerry Hughes. He didn't change the guy's name. Is that his name? Say, we have everybody show love to Raider. Hi, Raider. Okay. HQ. Yes, indeed. That's my brother. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yes, indeed. Now, Raider, let us know. We in your territory now, brother. Tonight we did with the VA rating code sheet. Would you be willing, if you got the time or not, let us know with no pressure. You want to come up, let us know. I'm going to just send you the thing just in case you do. If you don't, that's okay. If you have anything that you want to say, everybody say congratulations on his retirement, family. Okay. Look, ABQ basketball say, I'm going to name my next child middle name Raider. Listen, our brother, John Michael, are you willing to drink the Kool-Aid? Would you name your next child John Raider Michaels? Would you do that, sir? Oh, come on in the room, family. Come on in the room. Now, thank you. Oh, he said thank you. So let me copy that. Give me a second. And if anybody else y'all like to come up, y'all are welcome to come up too. Okay, so and I'm fancy tonight, fam. Listen, I'm fancy tonight because I got my little switcher thing. I can push a button now. Huh? You hear H-Town? I can push a button and pull my email up. H-Town showing out. Yes, indeed. Let me tell y'all something. Let me see. Give me a second here. Thank y'all for your patience. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm telling you, Raider, we can make this thing work, man. And y'all go over there if you haven't done so already. Go over there and subscribe to Raider HQ and get in there and get that information from a Raiders perspective. He just retired, family. And whoever new else come into the chat, show love to them too. Show love. I've already sent you the link, Raider, if you'd like to come up. Congratulations. 39 likes. Now we got Inner You Healing Ministries. Then we have Grace in here say, looking forward to March 1st. Ain't this March 1st? Oh, Lord, I'm horrible. I thought his family, y'all, is he going to be mad at me? Okay, say I'll probably pass for tonight. I'm needing to turn in the bed tonight early. I'm going to a military influencer conference September for my anxiety. Prayers with you, okay? Everybody show love to our brother Raider. Thank you for coming through. Now look, we got Enter You Healing Ministries. Everybody show love. Just know we with you, brother, and we love you. We love you over here. Just know that, okay? Grace say, looking forward to March 1st. Congratulations. I thought it was today. I thought it was today. Am I horrible? I thought when you said first, I was thinking February 1st, but March 1st is not February 1st. I get confused. Say Raider tired. Yes. He's been putting out a lot of videos. Everybody saying hi to Enter You Faith Ministries. And then, now I did want to ask if anything you would want to put in the chat about the VA rating code sheet. Let us know. Okay. the importance of this here sheet. Or you might want to say something about these documents. Which one? Any comments on either three of these documents? Your decision letter, the notification letter, or code sheet. If you would like to, it's up to you. Just letting you know. John Michael say Raider needs to be a guest speaker tonight. This is his bread and butter. Hold on, now. Hold on. Did he get caught? Did he try? Don't let him do it to you, Raider. Raider, he trying to poke the bear. Raider, he trying to poke the bear. Listen, he trying to stir you up, Raider. Everybody showing love to Raider. Say virtual fist bump Raider. Yes, indeed. Please, family, we got to get Raider. He's at over almost 11,000. We're trying to get him to 20,000 subscribers and on. He gonna be so big, we ain't gonna hear from him no more. I'm gonna have to get with his secretary. He's not in right now. Can I help you? Now listen, Military Influencer Conference. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. That was be well, Raider. Everybody, we want him to get his rest, and we're praying that that especially with your mental health, you get what you need and hang in there because it ain't easy. And we thank you. Okay, we got 40 likes up in here. Oh, he say, actually, I'll come on for a minute or two. Yeah, because we ain't gonna try to hold you for hours, but it will be brief. No problem. Let me get my headset on. That's no problem. You good. Let me get my headset on. I sent you the link already, brother. Let's see. Let me know when I cut the music on if I want to make sure my headset working. If my okay, it's so I can hear now. No problem, brother. You know you always welcome. Betty Bob said, "Hey, Jay Oliver, yes, yes, Betty, yes, indeed. Yeah, it's never no pressure for you to come up, brother. It's just I want you to know you're welcome." Now listen to what John Michael said. Raider, maybe or maybe not know this, but I'm a former VSR on a non-rating team, and I had to quit because I couldn't handle overpayments. Well, what would you consider overpayment, brother? It's been 20 years, so I don't ask. It's been 20 years, so don't ask me to be a guest speaker. Oh man, listen. He's saying a Raider says, I felt like you had some insight, John Michaels. Yes, indeed. Okay, I need to send the link again. Let me send you the link again. Oh Lord, I didn't even put the link in there, family. You know I'm crazy. I sent him an email without the link. Please forgive me, brother. Let me get it. I sent him an email. I'm over here talking so much. I'm getting it to you now. I apologize for that. All right, let's see. Let me give you another one. I definitely did forget to do that. It's in there this time, brother. I do apologize for that, okay? Yes, indeed. Okay, now it's been sent to you, and I appreciate you. And if you just want to come up and say hi or say, John Michaels, what's going on with you? Let's see. We have 41 likes and 29 watching. Let me tell y'all something. We don't get nowhere unless we work together. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Brother Raider, first, hello. How you doing? How you been doing, brother? Because I know you've been battling.
Tired. Just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of good stuff, a lot of okay stuff, you know, like any other veteran. I have my disabilities, and you know, they wax and wane, and
Yes.
Today is definitely the more severe stuff, but yeah, it comes and goes.
Yes, my brother. See, people don't realize when you're dealing with this, you might have a gift to be able to help people, a knowledge, but when it's compounded with disabilities, family life, and you haven't even ever said whether you have issues with fatigue, because I know I do and many of us do, that can even make it a lot worse and draining. And having a health problem with your illness, anything, dealing with in your healthy period is an issue. Anything you want to update us about this you got going on with you?
Well, this will be a H-Town veteran exclusive type thing. So, yes, Luna. Actually, it's a Luna Town vet exclusive. So you're woofing here.
Yes, I heard.
So I am planning on. I think I have somebody a company taking me up on training them. You know how I had said in my mission statement that I was going to be potentially doing trainings once I have retired. I think I have a company that is planning on doing that. We'll kind of see what that goes down to, but it's not like it's like training medical doctors on what the VA requires, not how to gin or game the system, but just what, like, if veterans are going to pay for something, they should pay for something that meets the legal requirements, right? That the authenticity, credibility, and sufficiency reviews. The part that really upsets me a lot of the time is that when a person fills out a private DBQ, and I mean like legitimately fills out a private DBQ, they will sometimes get disqualified, not because of any medical evidence or anything like that. It's honestly just some kind of technicality thing. So that's what I would be training them on, is how to get beyond the technicalities, like how to make sure you're not falling for technicalities and basically wasting the veteran's dollar. Because I don't know if you tried to buy anything lately, but stuff's expensive, and having to pay money to a doctor is, up front a pain in the butt, let alone paying for something that won't get past the quality and quality review.
See, and I want y'all to understand what our brother Raider is talking about is not teaching them, coaching them, or teaching them how to make it where it's solid. Make sure that they properly fill out the form, number one, and also make sure they understand the nuances of what the purpose, I guess, of the form is and what the VA is expecting as far as the fundamental aspects of it. Tell us more.
Yeah, and there's going to be like things like making sure that, like, if these doctors are reviewing DBQs, then they need to make sure if stuff like their NPI information matches what they're putting on the form. Like, to them, it doesn't matter for their billing normally. Like, if they're billing like a civilian person, nobody cares about that. But it's the things like, what does the VA care about that has nothing to do with the medical authenticity of the document? It's just stupid things that the VA uses to kind of instantly deny your private DBQ.
Could you say the VA do's and don'ts? Could you put, and might be asking you a lot, could this be put on one page and given to these medical examiners, or it would be more complex than that? Like when you give them training, at the end of the training, could you give them, these are the do's and don'ts, or the things that you need to watch out that could get the claim deferred or not clear properly, meet the criteria of the VA?
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal. The goal is to provide the training and then provide a situational, like, here's your template of the things here's your homework, basically. Here's what you need to do. Because some of these things are not things that they can just instantly overcome, right? And it won't be about like training them how to, how do you make this better so that way it'll be granted? No, it's how do you make sure that you front load this in such a way that it's not a logistical issue that got it denied. Right.
Well, I want to say something before you finish, because here's the issue. You kind of brought it up a little earlier. If they're already trained to do billing a certain way or to deal with, how can we say, insurance companies a certain way, or you're talking about like trying to retrain their mind to think differently, or think in silos, or compartmentalize when they're dealing with VA DBQs?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
it's like raising their standards. Like some of the things that they need to do is they need to articulate things specifically about, like there's a signature section in the manual that says, and in order for the examiner's signature to be accurate, they have to do this, this, and this. Well,
Okay.
a lot of people that fill out private DBQs, that are private doctors, that I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like maybe they do this for a living, but they still interview the veteran. They still do a medical, it's not this. There are some out there that they have this template and they just kick out a template.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about like, I'm going to try to train companies that are legitimate. Like if they pass my smell test, then I will help train them to make sure that they're putting out a quality product.
Now, Jay Oliver says it sounds more like a checklist.
Yeah, and that's kind of it. At the most fundamental aspect, it's a checklist, but the checklist updates all the time. So that's part of that training, is to provide guidance when there is an update to something like this. So that way, the medical provider should focus on the medical aspect of things. They should not focus on the administrative aspect of what the VA's constantly changing requirements of providers are. So that's kind of what we're kind of dealing here.
Okay, Paul, he got USMC, United States Marine Corps Service Connected 0%. Go look at our video where we went over all the disability ratings. That is very powerful. Now, my question to you, brother, here's the thing, and let us know when you have to leave. Listen, here's the thing. How would the way you're approaching things now help some provider or someone that would fill out these examiners that's in very rural areas, like our sister Farm Girl Rebel? She's way out in Minnesota, in the middle of nowhere. How would it be able to help them, or is it more on a larger scale that you can be in a more systematic thing, or could it be tailored for a small operation, medical operations?
Both.
Or doctors.
Oh, it would be it would be more like, if it's a situational type thing, it would be a situational type thing. If it's more of a systemic thing, where this is a company that does this, or this is an organization that does this, then what we'd be looking at more is kind of a training thing to make sure everybody's dress when it comes to, look, I don't care what you do medically, how you decide things medically. That's between you, doctor so-and-so, nurse practitioner so-and-so, and the veteran. But administratively, you have to do these things. If you do not, that thing is not, what you wrote up is not worth the paper that it's written on.
Now, I want to ask you a question, but Brother John Michael say Raider should become a VSO.
I'm trying.
You're going to do it. You can be a VSO. You could also be a claims agent. Now, brother, my concern, and you let me know how we have no control over the people that we work with, and you're working with these companies. You don't want them to bastardize the knowledge that you give them. So, how you going to, you ain't got to tell me what the vetting system is, but do you have a system where you're vetting what companies I can deal with them, not them?
It comes down to a few criteria. Like if they are a company that has a built-in like claims company with a DBQ company built into it, I'm not touching that. That violates a lot of tenets of that crosses legal boundaries. As you can see, there are a couple of companies in the news currently that they have legal action against them.
Litigation.
I'm not going to name them. Yep. They've got litigation. So I'm staying away from that, because somebody has already, telegraphed that's not cool. And I agree that that's not cool, because if you have a built-in, like, hey, look, front door, back door approach, like you go in this door and you leave this door and you go into this door, and it's a full service thing, how do you get an objective medical opinion from that?
So they say they just providing the necessary medical professionals. How do you keep that from happening, having it like a one-stop shopping thing? How do you keep that independence and objectivity? What do you think the main issue is that got, in your opinion, how people got into litigation? Is they connected to these medical agencies, their company, or that it's just such a seamless transition? What do you think it is in the way they process fill out the DBQs?
You're talking about a claims company with a built-in doctor in the program.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. Like those are the ones that I'm not touching. Like that's the ones. No, well, because you can't be objective. If you come in the door saying, "Hey, look, I want sleep apnea 50%," and then they go from talking like, "Okay, we'll organize your claim, we'll do all this stuff," and then they go to a in-house medical opinion, then there's a bias there. There's no objectivity.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the money's going, like everybody shares in a shared outcome. Okay.
Because if they don't get the outcome, they might stop using the provider, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like how do you keep your job? You have to, like, there's this really weird expectation of coercion. There's no objectivity. There's no neutrality because they honestly have a built-in thing. Like there's an expectation that if you pay to get sleep apnea and you go to an in-house doctor, what happens if what's the incentive for the in-house doctor to say that you don't have sleep apnea? Like they won't get paid. Nobody will get paid.
It's a financial incentive.
Exactly. So what I'm looking at more is I'm looking at more of these independent medical companies, just the medical companies, to where they can review the evidence. They don't have somebody over them. They're just like, okay, what do you got? And then they review the documents and then they say yes or no based upon the evidence. I'm looking for somebody that also tells people no, right? If the evidence isn't there, they don't try to gin it up.
Did y'all hear that? Go ahead.
And that's what I'm kind of looking for. And I don't like... It's obviously hard, but I'm kind of like, I'm starting off on this process. I think I might have one potential client so far. And whenever I do provide the training to them, I've already said that I'll put that out on my channel that, hey, look, I have given this, specific company has contracted me to basically do quality assurance for them.
Now, why do you feel the need to make it public? Because, this is a trial and error thing. Do you want to kind of get the process clarified? Why you think it's best for you to be transparent up front, in my opinion?
Well, because that's what I've told everybody.
Real talk.
I mean, this is your guys' channel. This is the veterans channel for me. Well, no, like I do not want to... Like, and I don't look down on people because you'll see it. They'll be like, hey, look, go to GSA, Claims Nexus, and if you do that, I get 20% of their so-and-so. I don't want to do that, right? Like, I don't want to try to gin up, like partner with a company for a percentage of the fee when I can't control the outcome.
No,
right?
And what
I don't,
yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know what the product is, right? So it would be like if I said, hey, look, like that's why I'm fine with coffee companies and whatnot, because they have nothing to do with the claims process. But if I feel comfortable saying, hey, look, I have provided formal education about the process to this company right here. And because I have provided this education, they have the most dialed in, at least administratively, they're dialed in to not have your DBQ or medical opinion disqualified for something stupid.
Like, oh, I like that. So you're trying to improve the process.
Yes.
That claims or DBQs are completed and turned in. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. But see, I keep myself out of the whole, like, I have a financial incentive for 10,000 people going to you guys. I get $30,000 or something like that. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to do a setup here where I charge a fee to train them on it.
Yes.
And I'm independent. I don't get a kickback
of any outcomes.
Yes.
So you're independent of any outcomes
on
how many claims are approved, denied, or whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
good or bad. And well, I mean, like, hopefully we're trying for the best, but all I'm telling people is, hey, look, they have what formerly been trained by me, and there's kind of a follow-up training and whatnot. That's what I'm looking to do, because there's too many people right now, and I'm not digging at anybody, because some people have like, hey, look, if you go here, you say my name and I'll get 20% of whatever you just paid,
Oh
and that's a
no.
lot of money.
No,
Um,
please don't say that. The people doing that out there for real? Wow.
yeah,
I I,
yes,
I am naive because
yes.
I know a lot of the stuff, but Lord, that's insane. Now I
I
want to go ahead and finish up.
I've been offered to partner with a certain company in that capacity, and I've turned it down. And it's a lot of money. And I like, for me, and you guys can believe this as far as you want to, but for me, my integrity matters more to me than money.
You
I'm
wouldn't be talking to us if it didn't. You wouldn't be transparent with your people if it didn't.
Yeah, and I do want to, like, in John Michaels, I mean, honestly, that's what it is. And you can disagree with me, John Michaels. You've come at me a few times with this. I'm
Now,
not
which
trying
statement?
to
Tell me which
coach
statement.
people. It's
Which
the
what
Raider
is
has integrity and wants to help people without coaching. But see, the problem is that to educate people, you can't make it to where the bad act. If you give out good information, the good actors are going to get it, and the bad actors are too. So there's no way to get around educating the bad actors. You just have to hope that you educate the good actors to the point that they never need to use the bad actors. But
yes. Now you're gonna make some people mad at you because you cutting into their hustle, bro.
I already have. I mean, you saw Mr. Hughes the other
Yeah,
day.
that's what. And but see, that's the thing. And what I want to say to you, brother, by doing it the way we did, can't nobody come with you with no. That's why we handle it that way. And I
Yeah.
apologize, popping something on you. Can't nobody throw no racism on you because you were straight with it, and that's how we handle it as a family, as a team. You broke it down because me trying to handle stuff, somebody coming to me a certain way by myself, I'm emotionally involved. When we have a objective party on the other end, then you can clearly articulate what you got to say, and it's put to rest. Now, brother, dealing with this. Hold on, this brother asked this question.
No,
If you have
I'm not talking about him, John Michaels. But go ahead. U.S.
yeah,
Army
yeah,
Grant.
yeah, I didn't even pull that one up. But Army Grunt say, Raider, who chooses the CNP company you send a person to, or system picks one, I guess, randomly?
So there's this program in the job aid section called ERA, ERRA. And what we do is we take your zip code and we put it into the ERA program, and then it tells us, basically, it searches a database for your area and sees who has availability for your specific disabilities. There's categories of disabilities. Sometimes the VHA itself doesn't have the providers to be able to do certain exams. So
Didn't
it'll
know
send
that.
it off. Yeah. So it'll send it off to a vendor. And it actually just sends it off to a vendor, and it picks a random vendor, whoever has availability or access, and it tries to do so in a very, organized way. So that way, like, QTC doesn't get 90% of the exams done. It'll kind of do who has availability here, and then it randomizes between those agencies.
Brother, I had a question I've been wanting to ask you. I didn't ever get to ask you. It's on my personal military career. I didn't just serve as a combat veteran. Combat veteran. Now, what I'm talking about? Oh Lord, I'm starting to sound like these idiots. I apologize, family.
Throwing it in my face. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm family. I apologize for that because I say the word so much. I do it. We was talking about. I apologize. I mean, I didn't just serve as a tanker, armor crewman. I also served unofficially as an 88 Mike, a truck driver, cargo truck driver, and a 77 Foxtrot, a fuel driver. If I got injured or exposed to fuel chemicals, it's not officially on my DD-214. Is it somewhere in my records that when you serve under different MOSs, that's not the MOS that you were went into the military on, because they often do that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it'll be in your OMPF record, your military personnel file, in which it'll say like, we're going to have them do this job for this amount of time. It just depends on what's in your records. But let's say that you had that situation. What you would do is you would say, hey, look, from this time to this time, I was located at this particular base and they had me doing, fuel truck running, stuff like
Yes.
that, under this particular chain of command. And
Oh,
you give
yeah, I was
them
in
as
headquarters.
much. Yeah. So you just like, I'm part of headquarters platoon. I was running fuel from here to here. You give them as much details as you humanly can. And then that way the VSR will review the OMPF records to see if they can corroborate it.
Okay. Yeah, I was there for a year. Now Charlton says, Raider, and tell me, how you feel about what he's saying. Raider is saying they DBQ meals like Social Security disability lawyers. Would you
I would say
draw that
worse.
comparison?
I'd say worse. Now, sometimes like there are companies out there that do DBQs. That's fine, right? Like in my opinion, that's okay. I don't mind about that. But when you start having a claims company that can start guaranteeing outcomes. So like you look at those 5 times companies type thing.
Yes.
Those are the guys that have a lot of those built-in medical opinion nonsense. Hey, look, because they're incentivized for 5 times your back pay to get that outcome, right? Got to get that money. I'm hustling. I'm grifting. I'm doing whatever. I don't like them. I'm never going to partner with them. I'm never going to partner with them.
But some of them make 200. They said before Congress make 250 million a year.
I don't care. Like, I'm not an overly religious person,
right?
But I do have a soul. Okay, and there is something that I cannot like. It's just a personal thing, but I don't think I could look myself in the mirror if I went that crazy with it, right? Like if I started charging, like you don't know what the consequences are of stuff like this. Like I feel bad, even whenever you guys donate, I feel bad. Like I'm a bleeding heart. Well, I'm a bleeding heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve because I just don't. I don't like it. I think that like all this information should be up front, but you know what? Now that the retirement's going into effect, I do have a certain set of skills. And I'm not going to knock anybody like Mr. Kimball. Mr. Kimball has taken his very, very specialized set of skills and he's doing something with it his way.
Okay.
I want to do it my way. And will I win the day? Will I become rich? No, I will not. I will not probably even, 11,000 subscribers is more than I ever thought I'd have. I'm not very good at this because I'm not good at min-maxing the profits.
Okay, right. Now, I just skipped that one, John Michael, because you had said that before, so it's no need to say it again. Yeah. You had said that in another live stream. And now we have our sister Farm Girl Rebel in. Now, brother, I want to ask you, do you think that people start out with good intentions? Some of these veterans, when they started out, this new wave of veterans, past the era of the Vietnam, the first Gulf War, and a lot of these new veterans, they're on social media. Do you think they started off with good intentions and they got somehow corrupted? And how did that happen?
Which group? Give me an example, because there's a lot of leeway there. There's a lot of real estate in that statement that you made.
Okay.
You have to narrow it down just.
And I won't. I'll try not to.
Maybe not a name. Yeah.
Yeah. So the ones that started out, we have one here in Texas, and I have to say they put out solid information. Okay. So they kind of
they've got their own kind of racket too thing.
They racket
side
too,
hustle or something.
And then the Texas, what you call them, sent a cease and assist
letter,
and they still do it. Still come, hey guys, I'm right here. I'm like, this guy's insane, but they put out solid information. However, my concern is, and so let's say the ones that they're veterans themselves.
Okay.
They veteran themselves. They got everything pretty much in house. You don't want to deal with anybody that got everything in house. They
Nope.
can tell you, wow.
Full send. I mean, that closes the door right there for me, because look, there's no objectivity, right? Because what is this process is about evidence. It's either there or it's not. Oh, it'd be like the Lieutenant Dan thing. I lost my leg. Okay, sir, you just walked in on two flesh covered legs. What's going on? That's not
Mm.
true. You know what? Like anti-fraud. I am very anti-fraud. So I believe in backing honest businesses. I'm about backing veteran-based businesses. I'm mostly about coffee, actually. If I could get a coffee sponsorship, I would. They could just pay me in coffee. I wouldn't care.
No,
I love
listen,
coffee that much.
it's nothing wrong with making money, making a lot of money. It's the way you do it. It's no problem with that, as long as you don't lose your focus and vision. People
Yeah.
stop. Yeah. So because it costs money to live nowadays. Raiders
I've been
retired.
told.
So trust
Yeah.
me, I'm retired and it costs money to live. I'm retired from the military with my VA compensation and teacher. It still costs money. Did I think my niece was going to come live with me and I was going to have to put her through school? No. So we have a life, and Luna has to eat the most quality dog
Yes.
food out there. You hear me? Now, the original LBS says, would a declaration or performance report show you where they're and do that
doing the work,
job work.
kind of thing. Yeah,
doing the work.
So the Air Force has some of the best OMPF records. I don't know why, but the Air Force does, where they say everything. They're like, okay, he went and changed some oil over here one time. But the other services are not so good about that. So if you can, like, any kind of evidence that even corroborates it's good enough. You don't have to specifically line it up, but if they can even corroborate that you were doing the task or the job or whatever, that's good enough. And then you just have to explicitly claim the chemicals associated with that thing that you're talking about, and you're fine. But I'm trying to think of where we're at here.
Go ahead. John Michael said a key thing I have to say. If we don't preserve and protect our benefits from these bad actors, they will eventually be lost. That's why I have been after these bad actors. But my concern is this, brother, that these people that have come up to help veterans, they didn't just come from nowhere. There was a need on the veteran side of the game, because we was not informed. We were not getting what we believe to be our due help and clarification on things from the VA. So when let me tell you something, you know what the guy used to say, well, man, that guy took my woman. Now, he didn't take your woman. She was just ready to go. You wasn't on your job. So how do we deal with the fact that you got people over here willing to help you where you frustrated with the VA system?
And you're 100% right. It falls back, honestly. The first stop on this little journey of nonsense starts at the VA. If the VA made changes, like actionable changes, like it's one of the things that I'm going to that military influencers conference in September, and I'm hoping, it's a pipe dream, but I'm hoping to be able to sit down with Papa Bear Doug Collins.
Yes.
And just plead with him and say, and I want to plead to his vanity and say, sir, if I can make one suggestion, and it not only helped, because I've heard how strongly you speak about wanting to protect veterans and enrich veterans' lives. What if I could give you one suggestion that's within your power to do, doesn't require any additional money, and you would be the hero, the champion of the veteran community? Every veteran would sing your praises if you did it. Would you actualize it? And that's to do the long form narrative. Getting a full detailed description of why you were denied for something. Can you imagine what that would look like? No bullshit nonsense rating decision that makes no sense. It doesn't tell you what evidence they used. It doesn't tell you anything. Like, that's one of the things I'm trying to do is what's the maximum benefit that I can get for maybe 2 minutes worth of talking to that guy.
Are you
And that's
saying? Are you
yeah.
saying? Hold on. Are you saying that it be required that they do the long form description in the
Yes.
letter when they deny claims on all of them? You know how much more time that would take to complete claims in many people's opinion.
Yeah, like it wouldn't take too much longer. In fact, if they're doing an accurate job, they should already be doing a long form narrative. But I just think, like, going back to the original question, the majority of the reason why the bad actors are able to thrive is because there is a constant misinformation, lack of training, communication between everybody involved. It's a process that is so, I want to say, automated almost, that people are just doing their work, not knowing if they're doing it right. It's just pushing out as many claims as humanly possible.
Who's benefiting from the chaos?
The bad actors are. Like what John Michael said, the bad actors, absolutely. Because this is one of those things that one of those comm companies, what they report is they're like, oh, hey, come with us. We know the secret sauce. And it's like, okay, what's the secret sauce? And they're like, oh, yeah, just do this. Well, they get a heads I win, tails you lose type thing. So they get to say, if it goes through, they get to claim all the credit for it. Oh, yeah, we knew how exactly to do it. And we manipulated the process that had you not gone through us, you would have gotten a different outcome, which is not necessarily true. And on the flip side of that, they say, oh, well, the VA, that bad VA caused you to be denied for no reason. That's on the VA. They never take accountability for failures.
No, because they don't have to, because they've made
They don't have
VA,
to.
because there's no direct ways for us to necessarily express our frustration about the process that may be working properly, but because we're so, how can I say, we're just in a free floating space, frustrated, not in no control of the process. Yeah, it was them that did you like this.
Yeah. And then you have the people,
You're right.
like,
go ahead.
You have the people like the VFW, the American Legion, that are advocating for veterans. But you know what's funny about them? They don't even give a shit enough to ever ask us what we think we need. Have you ever been fucking asked by them for anything? Never. I've never been asked by the VFW, DAV, our advocates, air quote advocates. And I'm going to hit this in all directions. How is this process? How are these bad actors able to thrive? It's because our advocates don't advocate for things that would make the system better. They don't know. They have no clue, right? And you know who else has no clue? The milk carton guy. He has no clue what's going on.
He looks confident, man. He speaks with confidence.
He thinks that the senior leadership at the regional office level, like at the top administrators, he thinks they are frontline staff. They don't have a functional understand. Yes, he does.
No,
he's like, we at that Senate hearing recently. He's like, yeah, we've collaborated with all of the frontline staff, and we've asked. No, they haven't asked anybody anything. Nobody that knows how to do the job. They haven't asked anything. And it's like a game of telephone. The further away from you that you get from the frontline staff, the less that you understand how the process works.
So what was he consider frontline staff? He would consider the people that's over
the director of the regional office. Like the director of the regional office is frontline staff to him.
But you told me the further up they get, the less they know about the process.
Correct. That's how you can sit at a congressional hearing and you can actually sit there and everybody has 10 different numbers for something. It's because nobody understands how anything works. Like I did a video on it about how the backlog works and how this guy on the TV right now, he misunderstands what the backlog is. And nobody actually tells people what the backlog truly is because they don't know. And it's like, hey, look, we've lowered the backlog down to 60,000. Okay, that's cool. Tomorrow it could be up to 120,000 because it's not whether or not the claim has been sitting for long. Like it's not, I started in January and it's June and the claim is 6 months old. It needs to be completed before 125 days. It's how long has it been sitting in its current status? You can have a claim, like you could file a claim and it could be on the it could wait so long. It could have 5 different or 6 different or 10 different times that it's on the backlog. And it comes off whenever it goes back to the RO. Whenever they assign it to a regional office to do something, it comes off of the backlog. So I don't know, like education has got to be the way that we get and dig ourselves out of bad actors, because if we do not educate ourselves, the bad actors are able to say whatever they want with impunity because there's no way to challenge them.
Okay, brother, I got to ask you a question. If I'm back, if you back with me, 1992, when I tried to file a claim in the military, they say wait till you get out. And when I went and the doctor said, you know, I said, well, say what happened? You know, I got injured. I mentioned nothing about combat. He said, I don't even know if you were in combat. I said, what they bringing up combat for? And I'm just coming over here for this problem that, you know, and I just got frustrated. What would you say to a person that the VA does not inform us? I'm not saying it's their job, but they don't inform us. And when we're feeling this pain, it's always associated with a certain government body, the VHA or the VBA. And the experiences we have with one, sometime would you consider they translate over to others? If we have bad experience in the hospital, it could affect our attitude toward the benefits administration.
Well, yeah, I definitely think that that happens. I mean, and a part of that happens because we think that those two systems, the benefits administration and the healthcare administration, should be integrated with each other. But that's not the case. Like to me, it makes sense that they would be integrated. Like, okay, you know, if you're a veteran that has, like, let's say you have you know, a hip condition and we can show it in service and that doctor thinks it's due to this specific activity that you did in service, like that should be the medical opinion. They should be the first ones chiming in on this. They're the ones that see us all the time. Remember, we're supposed to be going to the VA for our care, right? So
Yes.
why is it that the people that we go to our care, a lot of the time we can't exactly go to them and have them fill out any of these forms? Who the hell else am I supposed to go to? The VA's training veterans to go to these outside companies because they can't use their normal doctor. If they just made it to where the VA doctor could fill out the DBQ every single time and it was encouraged, don't you think these bad actors would go away with the built-in, you know, medical opinion companies and whatnot?
Yes, because that would legitimize, in many ways, the process of the DBQs being filled out properly.
Yeah.
What's the
And that way they get the training. Yeah.
What's the fear then? What's the concern? What's the apprehension? What's the problem with doing it like that?
The problem is like getting 5 people together over a 5-day period of time, having a one person starting to build something drunk, having another person come along the second day building drunk, third person still drunk, building something else. And you've got this hodgepodge of different people that have built on things over time that it makes no sense.
Is this a mismatch of egos that's building this system?
No, I think it's the culmination of the ends justify the means. So people like the VA's like, look, we don't expect many veterans to utilize the benefit system, right? So they didn't actually integrate things together. More veterans want to use the system. More veterans are getting signed up for the system. And they're trying to find a workaround because their VA doctor will not fill out the stupid DBQ or medical opinion. And I'll be honest with you, that's what's pushing people outside to do these things. Same thing. I love like MCM on my channel. She's a moderator. She's a VSO. There's a few, I think Costy's a VSO too. Like there's a few VSOs out here that are good, but not, you can't generalize that to all of them. So whenever you have VSOs or people that help organize your claim that have no clue about it, it opens a door for these companies to come in and they're able to, basically charge money for it.
Now, listen, you said says county veteran service commissions, DAV, etc. None of them will even give veterans any docs from VBMS. They don't? I thought they did.
They can't. They physically cannot. They're not okay. So this has to do with HIPAA, and they are not the custodians of those records. They have read-only access to those records.
But that's they're power of attorney.
But they're not owners of the information.
Okay.
So they can't by proxy. They can't by proxy give that information out. They have to, like, they can look at it, read it, interpret it, do their thing, but they can't print it. They can't give it out. They can't do anything like that. If your VSO does that for you, they're doing so at their own detriment because they can lose their accreditation for that. Actually, my Lord. Yes, which I know, right? Like, you think that should be a thing. We should have a portal. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. It's our information. We should have access to that. We should not have to do a FOIA request in order to get our information. FOIA was not built for veterans to get their information from the government. It's not the mechanism for that. So I don't know. There's a lot of things where, Papa Bear there on the screen, why not? He's talking about all these things that he's doing for veterans, right?
Yes, sir.
He's talking like if the camera turns on, that man's running towards it, telling people what he's done for the VA. Now, look, we can debate on that, whether or not he's done good things, bad things, a hodgepodge, whatever. But I'm just saying, he ain't hitting my top 5, okay? He ain't even in my top 100 things. That if you just did a little bit of stuff, you could make veterans' lives so much better, and you wouldn't even have to ask Congress for $1 more.
Right? Pastor Dougie, he ain't got at least one thing in your top 50.
He hasn't hit one thing.
Dog.
Fire employees, or actually, I'll do it this way. Make the job so uncomfortable. Good people don't want to work there. That's what it is currently. And no, he is not Mr. Ray, not in my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion, and that doesn't mean that you should go out and parrot my opinion. It's just my personal opinion. But I will say Shinseki got a full run, right?
Yes.
Doug Collins is only into the first year of it. So he isn't even into a year yet because he took months to get signed in. So he's like 9 months in or 8 months in or something like that. I'm not going to fully judge him until his tenure is over. Okay, until he is no longer the VA secretary. But I will say that I am not impressed with his first year. Ish is less than first year. So I do give him a lot of leeway on that currently, but it's not an impressive first start. And it sure as hell, like whenever he brags about the stuff he's done, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You haven't even done anything yet. So he has a lot of ground to make up. And I'm hoping whenever I go to that military influencers conference that I can actually speak with him and that he will please give me the time of day, because I will break bread with anyone if it means that we can make our brothers and sisters' lives better. I don't care if it was Lieutenant Colonel Gade. I wouldn't care. If he was sitting there, I would be respectful. I would be stern, but respectful. And I would argue, and like if he was the one in charge of changing things, I would provide a good faith argument as to why things should change. And I would swallow all of my pride and do so in a professional manner. So that way we could at least make veterans' lives better. Put our differences aside and put the country first,
Yes.
And for America.
Make America great again. Hello. Now, John Michael say, I like him, but we can agree to disagree. Let us know what you like about him.
I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him, but he's a bag of hot air. What has he done besides be upset about things? I mean, I get the whole upset thing, but if you've watched any Senate committee, it's like, okay, Mr. Collins, we asked you to get these reports that are legally mandated for you to submit on time. Do you have them for us today? No, I do not. I mean, that man has missed every single hard time he's ever been given, and I don't understand why. I don't know what he's doing currently that is making him miss hard times for things. It's very weird.
Now, also, Sir says, I posted on Secretary Doug Collins' Facebook page today in reference to his comments about electronic health records modernization and sent email to Rader. Yeah, I don't know what exactly he covered on that.
Like, do you want my Sir Gemini? Do you want my honest opinion on the electronic health records modernization thing? Like, do you want my honest opinion on it? I don't fucking understand it. Like, I don't understand.
Don't say
what. Like, he is just sitting here going, like, I understand like how much money we've spent on it. So me and Mr. Collins agree on that. Like, what has been going on with this? It is not special. It doesn't help make the claims any faster. It takes me literally 22 seconds sometimes to get Capri, which are your VA medical records. I can just pull them. What does it matter? If I can pull it in under a minute, what is this billion-dollar program doing for us?
He's promoting it, and you know how disheartening that is if it don't make sense to you, and you've been in a position where you can pull medical records. If it don't make sense to you, why are they wasting this money on it?
I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what the benefit is. It's like, hey, look, we need to bring our systems up. Now, I will say that Capri. I got to get. So we got Capri, and then we got CPRS. Okay, CPRS is the program that the VA uses, and it's a lot of DOS-esque program. Like, it's almost DOS. So if they want to update their systems to be more in line with the current healthcare system, so that way documents can be shared back and forth, cool. That's a healthcare thing. That has nothing to do with benefits. It doesn't affect benefits at all. At all.
Wow. Now, we're going to get to you, Brother Charlton. We're trying to get the ones dealing with Pastor Dougie. Look, U.S. Army Grunt say, I am surprised. Go ahead and finish your statement.
Well, it's the other thing that Sir Gemini said. So the problem with that, Sir Gemini, is it has nothing to do, like, that system will not fix any of that. The VSR, per HIPAA, has to include all the evidence in the exam request. It's why I say that the exam request is the most important document in your entire claims process, right? Is because if the VSR withholds information, it doesn't, like, they have the information. They just withhold putting it on the exam request. It doesn't matter. Like, now, we have to give them permission. We have to give them permission to view it. It's HIPAA. It has to do with that custodial thing. It's the same reason why we have to give permission to the examiners is the same reason why the VSOs cannot give you that same information.
Now look
it's due to those HIPAA requirements.
Now, at least brother John Michaels found the good in it. At least they are electronic. Social Security literally still has paper file Rader.
So does the VA.
Did not know that.
Oh yeah, there's a it's called a FARC, FARQ, I want to say. Anyway, FARC. So it's station 059 is FARC 059 is called Lee's Summit, LEE Summit. That is the current place where all the scanning happens for paper copy documents. And there are still documents. Now, this is why your claim can get delayed sometimes, is if your file is still in paper format, it's got to be sent off to Lee's Summit. It gets a tracked item, goes out into the national work queue, and it will actually have to be scanned. All those documents will have to be scanned. So yeah, no, we have not come to a point where every single claim file for every single veteran has been scanned into the system. There are still
they told us
copies.
They were. Somebody implied that they were.
No,
somebody. Go ahead. That
No,
irritates me.
that's not true at all. And I'll pull up the manual and show
I
you.
believe you, but I feel like they were implying that it was, and that kind of irritates me because I'll say, well, at least everything automated or what? Wow. Now, while you doing that, I got at least get Charleston. I don't want to get past your little statement here, and our other sister up here, brother and sister. Brother Charleston, forgive me, family. We going through. Charles say, H-Town vet, the VA protects itself. VA doesn't treat cancer, farms it out. What you mean? They don't treat cancer at the VA hospital?
Typically, no.
Did not know that. If it
Yeah,
did,
no,
would
they
have to
typically send
answer
out as the civilian.
where veterans got the cancer. So if you have to request medical records or get evidence about cancer, it wouldn't be at the VA, or the records should be transferred to the VA from the outside provider.
A little bit of both. Yeah, because typically cancer is going to be something that a specialist care in the community type thing.
Okay. Now, Sister Grace says, but to my understanding, even our medical records aren't even ours.
Correct.
We still have to complete a form to our doctor for records and state what it's for, etc. Crazy. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I gotta tell them why.
So I've got that. I got my manual reference up here.
If you want to pull it up or any way you want, let me get it here. Family, we about to pull this up on the screen. Let me pull this off. Thank you.
So this is the FARC facilities. These are basically paper copy stations in which your paper folders were stored, depending on, like, these are folder locations where all your stuff is located at. And then they say that the transfer dates, the location, these records are no longer owned by the VA.
What you mean? They're not owned by the VA?
Yeah, to request a copy of these records, you have to go to this person here. That's very weird.
You can't. You got to be kidding. Look at this on the screen. Who is this dude?
So the station. So what happened is these locations. So there used to be a FARC location 2021. All these records got pushed to Lee Summit Station 59. All of these transfers are still here. Folder requests are here, here, and here. These stations here are currently with this human being somehow. I don't know.
William, what is Siebert? Oh Lord,
Siebert.
What is this? Who is this dude?
I don't know. NARA, National Records Archive type thing. So that's your point of contact. Like, these are just points of contact, but all of these places,
and these people may not work for the VA.
They're
might
not
be connected,
yeah,
but not. Oh Lord.
So there may be instances in the claims folder that has been selected for digitization and is en route to scanning vendor, which a scanning vendor is Lee Summit, when a claim is received. So that's what this is talking about. So, like, a lot of the time, whenever we get like a first time claimant, sometimes their stuff hasn't been scanned or they had done different things. But that's what this is like, we have to look for these records, and sometimes these records, paper claims should not be sent to any location other than an authorized scanning facility unless otherwise directed by OFO. And the majority of the scanning facilities are going to be Station 59 Lee Summit. That's the one that's doing it all for the most part. But yeah, you have paper copies of your stuff, guys.
They told us it was all automated. Somebody said it. I couldn't even tell you they were. Man, go ahead.
In VBMS core, under the file folder, it'll say claims folder. So that's what your C file is. So it'll say where your C file is, and that's part of the VSR's task 11 checklist, is to determine whether or not the file folder is in paper copy or has it been digitized. And like DCSC2, I don't know if that's on here. DCSC2.
Check it out. While you doing that, Grace says, so uploading directly is better than faxing to Wisconsin?
Yes.
Okay.
File folder location. Okay.
Keep looking. If it's a HIPAA thing, this is from MM. If it's a HIPAA thing, then why are VA accredited law firms able to provide the documents in real time?
They can access them in real time. They're not allowed to give you them.
Okay, so they can view them, but
because
they
they're
can't
accredited.
but they can't take them and say, print them off. Here, take this home with you.
Yeah, exactly. I have actually climbed up a law firm's fourth point of contact because I was like, how did this examiner get a copy of this internal memo?
Oh,
and he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how did he get a copy of this internal memo? The words you should be saying right now are the veteran pulled a FOIA request and the veteran gave it to them. But I need you to tell me that before I go to OIG and ask them whether or not you should still have your accreditation. Because you are not the keeper of those records. You are not authorized to give those out. You are authorized access to view them, but you cannot just hand out somebody's documents.
Man,
and then they changed them.
We learned something the other day.
So the file folder stuff right here, what you'll see is folder locations in VBMS. As long as it says one of these things right here, DCSC1, DCSC2, these mean that they've all been scanned. They've been converted. And
the ones that haven't been scanned, what would they have on?
They'll have files. So it'll say like the word files on there, or it'll say like location 59 or something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's true. So we have to specially send things away to get them scanned. And let's say that your rating decision is pending, right? Like, let's say I'm getting ready to do a rating decision and I notice that you have a paper copy file. Well, I can't finish it. I can grant, but if I'm going to deny, it would be premature to deny unless all the documents are scanned, because especially if like you're claiming something directly, well, those records could contain medical files that prove your claim. So oftentimes we have to defer it back and have development send your records off for scanning and wait for them to scan and get uploaded. And then we have to review again whether or not you need a new exam for those things. That's one of the behind the scenes things that you guys don't know about for the most part.
I've learned something here. Now let me finish up with say that I want to see MM says, if it's a HIPAA thing, did I read this already? I read that one.
Yeah, you did.
I read that. Now, brother, why is it so hard to get information? Let me know if you got to go. Why is it so hard to get information from employers to show that a veteran is unemployable? Is it they think they're going to get sued?
I mean, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, but guess what? It doesn't matter. So that document, the 4192 for the IU, whenever you're looking for the you send it off to the employer.
And I don't need that form. Back.
I don't need that form. Yeah, no, it's okay. So procedurally, do I have to ask for that form? Yes. Procedurally, do I have to give you time for that form? Yes. Procedurally, do I have to follow up with you if the company doesn't send it back? Do I have to follow up with you? Yes. Will that form change the outcome of your determination? 100% of the time, no. It will not. It does not matter.
I know, but it's stressing the veteran because we have no control over the employer. But y'all ask us multiple times, at least 2 to 3 times for the form, and we try to get it sometime with no avail.
Yep. And here's a better thing. If you know what job duties you had, find a job description of the job duties that you had, upload that with your claim. That's all that we're asking them for. We're asking them for whether or not, like, technically we're asking whether or not your disabilities caused you to be, are your disabilities the reason why you're no longer working there? What company is going to answer that question truthfully? Yeah, we fired him because he had diabetes, and we don't want to pay the medical bills for diabetes, and we think he's going to really, really weigh down our medical coverage and whatnot. Nobody's going to answer that correctly. Let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, there might be a few companies that do answer it correctly, and they're like, no, because that could be a wrongful termination suit. Hey, look,
Yes.
you knew I had a disability and whatnot. Nobody's going on record officially saying that.
Now,
So
look,
that's why we don't.
y'all sweat about it. So you learned it here tonight. Now, Sailor Jack says, can a terror claim be won if the VA's MOS exposure chart shows minimal exposure?
Yeah, because it's exposure, right? Like there's no like, okay, there's no mechanism within the VA for any disability that says you had to have this much exposure in order for it to count. There isn't. Agent Orange, 1 millisecond of your boot touching the ground, you were exposed to Agent Orange.
I didn't know that. So if you hop right off of a vessel, hop right back on, that's exposure. If you touch ground.
Conceded. You are conceded Agent Orange exposure as much as somebody that's licking plant leaves.
I'm trying to stay serious, Raider. I'm trying to stay serious. But you know why the Lieutenant Dans of the world are mad.
Well, they can get mad at the legislative body that made those provisions. That's not us, man. I mean, that's the part that, like, Lieutenant Colonel Dick Gade, and I'm just going to be nice to him right now because he hasn't really pissed me off lately. But that's why I don't care for him, is because of stuff like that, where it's like he takes it out on the veteran community when it's not the veteran community. It's the legislators gave, they're the ones that set the boundaries. We're just coloring within them,
Yes. Have the sir says the last
ABQ,
4 years into my health is important to my CMP examiner. The last 4 years information about my health. I'm sorry. Is it
last
important?
Year?
One last year. They going back pretty much 1 year.
Yeah, that's as far as we're going back.
And so if it was chronic, the 3 years before that, you can't even bring that in. And the last year, it's acute. Okay.
So the way it works is element 1, the current diagnosis. Like, you have to think about the reason why I say that is not to be dismissive. It's because how far back can your claim go effective date wise? It can go back a year, right? Like, it can go back 1 year. That 1 year earlier than like, if you're doing an increased claim, it's 1 year earlier than your earliest time period, your date of claim, your intent to file.
Don't trigger me, Raider. You're triggering me because why 1 year? Why 1 year? Why not? I'm sorry. I'm coming
because that was then.
Okay.
Right? Like, if you have somebody that has cancer 3 years ago, do they have cancer today? That's a long time, right? Like, things change over that amount of time. And when they're evaluating you, they're evaluating how severe is the disability now, right? The 4 years is a good time period. Like, if you got out 5 years ago and you're showing 4 years of treatment, that's for element 3, the medical nexus, the chronicity of it. Like, you're showing that this has been a constant problem.
Okay. John Michael say, I may or may have not worked for Social Security as well. Why are you being evasive, sir? Answer the question.
Yeah, there's the question.
And let's see. He's saying something here.
It says brief. I'm on here for an hour, even though I said I'd be on here for a brief thing.
Brother is welcome as long as he want to stay or not. Why he feel like he's your regulator? He's there to keep you in line. It's not the case. You said that you miss Raider. He be saying such nice things about you when you not here. It's just crazy now. I don't know.
No, I do need boundaries, so I will go here in probably 11 minutes. But
yes,
I do need boundaries because I need to go lay down. But
yeah,
it's so wonderful talking with you, H-Town. It honestly is. It is a true joy. It is a joy.
because brother, I know I'm a little bit extreme, but everything
No,
I
you're
do
not.
is never to hurt you. It's always out of love because I don't like to see nobody misrepresented, and I just speak it the way I
That's
see it.
right.
And look, Grace says Raider HQ, is it conceded herbicide exposure from the burn locations?
No. No, and I'll tell you why. This has to do with a time period thing. So this is specifically about time periods. Burn pits are conceded after 1991. Agent Orange is conceded up until 1980. So herbicide exposures and burn pits do not share the same timeline for VA purposes. So from burn pits from 1991, I want to say, until current.
When I was there.
Yeah. The Gulf War, first Gulf War. But all herbicide exposure timelines, the most current one is Guam up until 1980. Like that's the latest that you can get Agent Orange exposure conceded is Guam exposure.
Wow. So what happens to that? Was it Grenada? What was the one with the little circular patch? Are they covered at all for VA? I think you said they were not.
They're not formally. So there's formal locations and informal locations. So you'd have to prove it in a different way.
Okay.
So for presumptive, right, there are presumptive locations for presumptive service connection. If you had herbicide exposure in a different location, different time, then you'd have to address it under the TERRA regulation.
Now, U.S. Army grunt. Well, I want to tell you, Raider, I'm so happy you're here. While I'm gonna talk good. I'm like my family. When people come over, they feed them, and when they leave, can you believe how much they ate? They look like they were starving. Listen, Raider, don't listen. I'm not like my family. I am not like my family. Listen,
they can probably hear you.
Oh, right. Oh Lord, they will get on my case. My niece just cooked in there, and look, my I should say that they gonna get mad, but my niece say, "Oh, sister, cousin." She say, "Nah, that sounds like some Jerry Springer stuff." Because they grew up together since they were little kids, and she say, "You're my sister cousin." She say, "Nah, this is not the hillbilly hour tonight." Now listen, U.S. Army grunts say, "Okay, if you have skin cancer," now I don't know what BCC, SCC
basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma, which are typical skin cancers, and still have them, and thyroid cancer. And as at Fort McClellan, do you think that's possible for TERRA? Yes, I do, Army grunt, especially the thyroid cancer. That one. And okay, so what you have to do, this is not something where you just hand jam a claim in there and say, I was at Fort McClellan. You have to research what chemicals were at Fort McClellan, what duties would have put you close to those chemicals, and you have to cite the specific chemicals. And you also have to determine what explicitly, is there a relationship between thyroid cancer, skin cancer, and those chemicals? Now, I'm going to tell you that basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma, they do not get the natural 100% that most cancers do. They typically will result in scars that are 0% or 10%, depending on how big they are. However, thyroid cancer, that's a 100% rating. And if you can get it service connected, especially if your doctors can link it to it, that would be great. Find a chemical.
Are you saying that the other two, the BCC and the SCC, they become benign or something? Because of the scarring or what?
No, the VA treats them differently because they're your skin. So that you don't get 100% for them typically, unless you're on chemotherapy for them. So they're like the Diet Coke of cancers. It's very weird. It's like you can have skin cancer, and it's localized to your skin, and it rarely ever moves or metastasizes to something else. Like you're not going to die typically from skin cancer. Thyroid cancer, however, that one gets treated with the 100%. Like if you have active thyroid cancer, that's 100%. And then, it behaves like that.
Because of severity.
Because of the severity. Skin cancer can be removed quite easily. But so what happens is they typically will say skin, basal cell carcinoma, residual skin scar. and it'll turn into a scar. So there's no. A lot of people like to track that down, but it doesn't actually play out the way a lot of veterans think on basal cell and squamous cell carcinoma.
I'm not trying to beat up the topic, but is it the cancers that, like thyroid cancer, that have the ability to spread fast or spread to multiple parts of the body that are more considered to be at 100% rate?
Yeah, or the fact that you can die from them. I mean, like, you can die from thyroid cancer. You can die from any kind of cancer, really. But basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma are not normally ones that you could. I mean, like, you'd have to let that go, and it would still just grow on your face. It's like having a cancerous mole or something.
Right.
Like those things, like, they can just cut out that piece of skin, and you'll get a scar, and then you typically won't get skin cancer again. Plus, skin cancer like that is oftentimes seen as being caused by caused by the sun exposure. So it's very hard to get it service connected
because there's other ways you could have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Now, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You didn't do nothing. No, you didn't do nothing. I was just, and they just cracking them up, saying lick and leave.
Well, I mean,
go ahead. I can't even make that one. If I make that one, it's gonna be some Vietnam veterans mad at me. I end up coming with a thumbnail for that one. Listen, Grace said 8 rated HQ, but what about the toxins like TCDD?
Now, Grace, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what that one is, but
neither do I.
As long as you can prove that chemical, like it's the game of Clue, right? Colonel Mustard in the billiard room with the candlestick. As long as you can prove it was at the place you were at, you were doing duties that would have put you into contact with that chemical, and you were at the same time as that chemical was literally there, then that's how you get it conceded. That brings you to satisfying element 2 to take it to an examiner.
So it don't necessarily have to be on a list. The toxin don't have to be on a list. I did not know that.
So you were looking through the changes to the manual, right? Earlier?
Yes.
There's a change on December 4th that talks about how exposures are to be reviewed for moving forward. And the VA's made it drastically easier for veterans to use what is known as alternative evidence to prove that chemicals were at a place that they were at. If you have news articles, stuff like that, it shows, hey, look, we found PFAS in the water during this particular time. Like Colonel Mustard, like mustard gas now. But anyway, so that's how you can prove it, is you send in those articles and say, hey, look, here's this .gov report saying that there's these chemicals at this place between this time and this time. I was there between this time and this time. I thought I did that, Grace.
Right. Please tell me. I tried to pull it up, but now my whole screen. What did I do when my screen shoots off to the side? I don't even see y'all, and I don't want to be up twice. Like it just went off to the side. I got a Mac, and it just went off to the side.
I don't know about a Mac.
Oh, Lord, family, if anybody got any ideas, go ahead and do. I need your help, Raider, for the next 2 minutes that you're going to be here. So I'll figure out how to get this up. Oh. What am I on?
Grace, there you go. That's the website. That's where the updates, that's where you get them from. Just copy and paste that into your search bar, and it'll click the screen again, I guess. I don't know. Mr. Ray says it.
Okay. It's going see, because if I go in there, it's gonna pull something else up. Let me see. Oh Lord. If I click, I'm gonna click the screen again, but it'll be talking twice sometime. Let's get you out the way.
I'll just be quiet.
No, you good. Go ahead and read. You can read whatever you see down there. Go ahead. You ain't do nothing. I'm gonna enter studio again. Go ahead.
U.S. Army Grunt says, I lost my thyroid in 2006, had Hurdle cell and papillary cancer at the same time, and lost 3 nodes removed. So, okay, since you don't have active thyroid cancer, you'd be based upon the residuals. So thyroid cancer typically has like depression, fatigue, things like that that are associated with it. When you file your claim for that, you're going to want to go off the residuals. The way the claim works is you have to prove that the thyroid cancer was due to the toxic exposures, and now you have residuals which were due to the thyroid cancer. It can get service connected quite easily. A lot of stuff depending on.
Tell me, I got it. I got echo. Do you hear echo?
JL, no.
I'm trying to end this one here. Go ahead.
J. Oliver, no. I'm going to say no. I have no way to corroborate any of that nonsense with coworkers' Facebook posts. Yeah, no. You're opening a door there that you do not want to have them open. But anyway, it is time, sir. It is time for me to bow out. I need to go do something. Probably go lay down. I don't feel good.
Go ahead and get that. And you're always welcome here.
Oh, well,
like
thank you.
Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you.
Leave the light on for you. Yeah, and I like talking about stuff like this because it's a little bit more of an intimate audience. We can kind of focus on the questions. I love it whenever you present me with questions. Your questions are awesome.
Thank you.
They're well put together. And
well, see,
you always
I'm
hit
good
me
at
with
that.
the slides. You always hit me with those like, and now we're going to talk about this, and you've got a picture for it. I'm like, oh, jeez, he's behind me. He's behind me.
I almost pulled it up, but I let it go.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you for everything, brother.
No worries. And everybody have a wonderful night. And please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe H-Town Vets channel. Please get out there and
I forgot to
do
say,
the work.
And family, I don't know if you have a Cash App, do you?
No, I don't. I don't have it. I just
get something because when you get ready to go on that trip September, I can hear myself twice, so I'm sorry. So make sure y'all support our brother on on his trip because none of that stuff is free. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's fine. The money that comes in from the monetization, that's going to, that's what I'm going to be using that money for, is the monetization money, the ad money to go on that trip. And
don't say too much because we got John Michaels watching.
Well, I mean, but it's fine. I mean, it's a legal business, being on
know.
YouTube and whatnot.
He be pocket watching. But thank you, brother. And whenever you want to come through, we here, and we're going to be there for your celebration of your retirement, March 1st, not February. Thank you, brother.
It's going to be March 1st. But anyway, all have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye now. Family, I'm trying to get rid of this other page. Let me see. I guess we don't need it. So, family, let me know if you're not hearing the echo. We should be good. H-Town, you should do a video on VA whole health. Now, tell me what whole health is. Let us know, please. What is whole health? No echo. I don't hear echo. Yeah, I accidentally, the page went out to the side, but in my headphones, I only hear echo. Okay, so the sound is fine. Family, we thank y'all for being so incredibly patient. And you say 5 times 5. You hear me more than once? Doing good for 2026. Family, we got to, yes, indeed. Hold on, I can't. Oh, it won't let me pull it up now. Oh, Lord, if I go back in, it's going to be 3 of them. Now let me see if it's okay now, family. Let's see. Hello? Yeah, I hear myself. All right, I'm gonna take the heads out and I'm gonna let it play with y'all. Okay. Now we got our brother. Um, let me know if you hear echo now. U.S. Army grunt say H Town North Side. That information range you gave was so helpful. That information helped me more than you know. Yes, indeed. No echo. No echo. Thank y'all, family, because I'm hearing one. I can't. I'm gonna figure out what to do. You don't. You don't. The dog that thing on that thing. Yeah. Oh, you doing the dog on that thing? Yeah, you doing the thing. Yeah. Say okay. Arnold, sign us out. Uh-huh. Now listen, family. It won't let me move my presentation, and I'm upset about that. It won't let me move my presentation. It won't let me end it, and I'm gonna have to pull it up. It's weird. All right, so maybe I'll do it this way. All right, so here we go. We ain't gonna go over the news because of my echo. I had some news ready, so family, I do apologize, but we got about our channel, family. Listen, we glad for those people that are new to the channel. We thank you. I didn't hear the echo, so good, good, good. Now, about our channel. Oh, sir, for the new people, I'll figure it out. About our channel here at the H-Town Vet, y'all can keep communicating. Now y'all can kinda get on to what y'all want like talked about. We said in the beginning that we are a channel that meant to be informative, interactive, respectful, transparent, and troll-free, and protective over others, and we're gonna talk about it tonight. H-Town gonna break it down. And if you like to, as we said in the beginning, our live streams are on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. And sometimes we have impromptu live streams to contact us. We have our email address at the bottom, YouTube handle. Go over there and watch some of our videos. We really would appreciate it. And the live streams. We got shorter videos. Some of them ain't but a minute long, some of them 20 minutes long. But we break down some of the live streams. We have short videos that it's self-contained in themselves too. There's our Cash App and PayPal. Now we had least okay. This one where you used to seeing this, but it's the thumbnail. We got one that's live with the whole live stream, and the other one it have live on the top to the right corner. This one was just cut it to the benefits you get from 100% permanent total rating. And this one was a barn burner right here, fam. This one here, where we did misinformation about people that help you with your claim. Then we had the one, the levels of protection. Please watch. We have a video version and a live version. This is a live version here where we did pocket watching. Who's pocket watching veterans? Who and why? Coming soon. We're going to continue to put out information about Black History Month. I am a Black American, and so we will be covering topics, once we cover the veteran information most of the time. I'll bring up tidbits about our culture and our contribution. Now we're going to do some housekeeping. Family, are you here? Are you here, fam? We about to do some house cleaning now. Housekeeping, because some stuff was going on that I did not like, and some people got misconfused. Sometimes people like poking the bear. And I'm saying when you come to the channel, my thing is if you come in here like everybody, you got new people here. They say, I've been okay, let's see about this whole health. Whole health centers around that matter to you, not what is the matter with you. This means your health team will get to know you as a person before working with you to develop personal plan? Do they have a special person that helps you develop the plan? And then been doing whole health since 2022. Do the VA offer it? Let us know and say, I'm here. Okay, good. To say, have you seen anyone go from 100% PNT to SMCS or SMCL? Now, I don't know somebody in here that knows. You let them know, and everybody say hi to James B in the house. So the way to poke the bear here is to come and disrupt my channel, okay? And we had a couple things that happened that was disruptive on our channel, and I didn't appreciate it. We're gonna go. Don't drop no name, but I'm gonna tell you what's going on, so we'll know going forward. For those of you that are new, you really haven't seen this list. Those that have been around a while, that's why we have such a peaceful live stream. Okay, that's why we have such a peaceful live stream because we got rules here. Everybody show love to James. You shouldn't ignore the H-Town vet warnings when I say, hey, don't do that. What you doing? What's going on? That's number one. Two, chatting without agreeing to the rules. We really don't enforce them like that now. I don't want to go back to that. Name dropping non-chat members. Now, I may talk about Raider HQ, but when it comes to focusing on what we're doing, we're focusing on that. You over on this channel, don't say, hey, H-Town about to start a live. Let's go over there. Just go to wherever you're going. Or Chicken Foot about to start a live. We don't crash nobody else's live stream, okay? I respect him. I respect other people's live streams also. Now, any attempt to hijack or undermine the H-Town Vet channel. See, I didn't appreciate people coming in here talking about, I'll do that. I'll do that. I don't want nobody coming in, even if you consider yourself somebody that's a big wig, don't come in my channel disrespecting my channel. You're not welcome here with that, okay? I don't care who you are, especially when I have guests like Green Logbook or I have Raider H2. I don't appreciate people coming in here. If you notice people disrupting the channel on some of the last lives, put a one in the chat if you notice some disruption at major disruption. Some of you may not have seen it. Let us know. Put a one in the chat. People playing in my face. You know what I'm saying? Because people sit and say one thing, hey, I want to do this and I want to get with everybody. They don't respond to email. They don't really want to do nothing. They're not even trying to, so you got to watch. And I'm speaking somewhat in code, but I'm telling you, you best to stay away from here, partner. Okay? And people coming up that I've blocked, if I blocked you, it was for a reason. Then you coming up with another name, I let you in because you want to create a drama in the middle of my group. See, let me come up, hand in my face. Let me come out with on screen. So they pop up with the same name, but a different thing that I haven't blocked. And like, oh, you're going to have to clown me right in front of everybody. No, I don't. Now I say, you welcome here. Well, I apologize for being disrespectful. Nah, you wasn't disrespectful. You disrupted. That person disappeared. See, because they're not going to acknowledge what they did wrong because that means they won't be able to do it in the future. What I've learned, if people don't apologize for what they did, that means because they plan to do it in the future. Okay? So stay away from my channel. Don't come here and they want to go out in a bang. Come here. Hey, I blocked you. Listen here. I blocked you again. No, I'm just gonna get rid of you next time. I'm not gonna even miss you. So stay in your account. Okay? Because we doing good here. Like the person earlier came in there talking about F Army. I appreciate that. I just timed them out. I didn't block him. I gave him a second chance. And coming and playing in my face, I don't appreciate it. If the host is talking, this is not your channel. You don't come trying to outshine me because if you were doing so good, regardless of how many subscribers you had, you wouldn't be in my chat. Stay up out of here. You gotta pay attention. Yeah, don't come here with that. I don't believe in that slick stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm making it you may not know, but I'm making it clear. Playing in my face. So it's about public and private. I have an email address. If there's some things y'all want to discuss privately, let's call the email, let's contact the email, we get together behind the scenes. Now listen, Grace says, H-Town, that's why we are here for you. Yes, indeed. See, I'm not, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm not doing this for the fanfare. See, I'm doing this for the people, and I don't like nobody playing in my people's face. I really don't care what you think of me, how you feel about me. I don't have the 2,600 subscribers. So what you sweating me for? Oh, because I can connect to the people. Oh, because people like our brother Red HQ, the logbook, Salted Marine come in they support the old Salted Marine. And see, people come and create drama trying to run people away from my channel. Let me tell you something about that. Let H-Town come up on the full screen. If everybody leaves, I'll be here by myself. Didn't I tell y'all that in the beginning when controversy happened? If all the chat leave, I'll sit here and talk to myself. Won't be the first time. But no, I believe in being protective. Thank you, Sister Grace. Thank you. Say, dial it in. Yeah, call me. Yeah, or you can call Tyrone. Just don't use my phone. That's an old song. Now, we want to show love for the veterans here. Now, children need to stay in their sandbox. Yes, come playing in my face. Listen, don't be saying nothing like, yeah, we need to all get together and do this here, and you don't mean none of it. I'm not impressed. I have no ego to inflate or offend. If I do something wrong, say I missed it. Yeah, you missed it. It was the live stream we did with a couple of live streams ago when we was going over there. Dude, people come every time I say something, they come up. I do that, right? Don't say no name. I do this. Come over to my channel. We can do that. Nah. Y'all kind of getting it now, huh? We can have it over there. Hold on, partner. I go to anybody's channel and disrespect it. And somebody kind of brought it up in the chat. They say, well, I said, no, don't promote nobody else stuff. Don't use no names. You're probably getting it now. Now, oh yeah, I pay attention to everything. Say, I'm drinking a gallon of water, minding my business and listening to H-Town. See, because y'all ain't, look, even Coasting this, we'll get into it. Because if they pop back up, I got something for them. I don't appreciate it. Now, H-Town Vet, I missed the day standing behind the M60 A3 for heat in the winter time in Germany. LOL, you know what's up. You on them M60 tanks. God dog, I saw them. Some of the Marines were still using M60s when I was in. So we just want to let you know. So people come in to try to start direct confrontation with the H-Town, but they don't. They come and split because you come into somebody else stuff. They tiptoe in. Hey, we ought to all need to get together and do something. We need to all get together and do this. It don't mean none of that. Wouldn't even acknowledge you on my platform. Won't acknowledge me. Won't even acknowledge me. Took the second time from the acknowledge I was there. I pay attention. You got to look at the long game. Now we ain't using no name. Nah, this Was is called. Now he ain't do nothing to me. I ain't got no problem with that brother. They speaking his mind, not that. I'm just kidding. Say, H Town, I didn't see a M181 until what, 1988 to 89. I think that's when I saw. That's when I was in the M181, 88. They tiptoe in. They come in acting nice. This is for anybody. Pay attention. They'll come in as an expert. So we be chopping it up. Then they be, hey, listen here. This here would sound good. It's okay. They tiptoeing in. They bringing knowledge, scholarship. Okay, great. You saw them one, Graftonville or Hornsville. Graftonville was, I think, the range. Hornsville when we went out on when we shooting the tank uh in Graftonville. Hornsville was when we was just doing maneuvers. And Graftonville was muddy, so expert. Eh, with hidden motives, family. This is what throws you off about them. They come in with hidden motives. Number two, then they do the twist. They come in as an expert, hiding their true intentions. I want y'all to just listen to me. Then they change the message. They start talking about if I say, yeah, we need to do this. Well, no, we can do this. Okay. Yeah. No, not that one. Not that Mr. Expert. Nah. They come in and they start telling lies. Hey, we gonna get together. We gonna do this here. Go sit down somewhere. Oh, he talking to Pepper. I'm sorry when y'all email each other. Yes, indeed. I just put it up there. Just watch anybody. As the channel grow, we gonna have issues. Then after they twist the message, they start trolling, crashing out. See, I got the I put mental notes in my mind. See, people when stuff going on, they'll be talking real good stuff, slide a little slick in, talk little stuff, then come again. In other words, people should not come to this channel and center themselves. Okay? The collaboration, like with me and brother Ray Day Shoe, it's back and forth. We together. We making that thing work. And I got nothing but respect for him. But he respects me. And I appreciate that. Pointed at the computer. Which one pointing at the computer? I had one pointing at the computer. Yeah, that's it. Now they come in try to send themselves. Now this one the one that come in from a while back, keep coming in and play. They like to play dumb. I don't know what I did wrong. Am I blocked? Am I this? Just stay on away from here. Stop trying to pull my chat away from me. And this is something from a long time. Look, I got a problem. Hey, can somebody help me? Then nothing but mess. Get on up out of here. When I tell you, hey, listen here, I must admit, I'm not always watching the screen. I just have missed them. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. So if just letting you know, just to be mindful going forward, because we enjoying ourselves. They're disruptive. Y'all don't see the disruption because y'all locked in. But for new people, they can be thrown off. People that don't have confidence in me as H-Town, they could be thrown off saying, what's going on here? But y'all not paying attention to dumb stuff. Then they tap out. What the one did, the one that changed the name, and I said, okay, I'll let you come up. Oh, I was out. I disrespect. Now you disrupted. Oh, they left. They tap. They always run and come back. Ain't gonna be no more running to come back. And don't change an account to come back to my live streams. Stay away from me and my channel. Yeah, but that expert troll from back in the day, he's still around. Then they quit and tap out. Some run away. Some just start crashing out. Now, family, the whole thing is to stay on code. Now, I'm kind of speaking in code, but guess what? As my family know, you'll understand it later. I could not just let this stuff go by. Now we here at the after party. Any last question, comments, or concern, let us know. We want to hear from you. Now, first, how's that weather where you at? Come on now, family. And what is the temperature where you at? Let's talk about it. Hmm? My temperature where I'm at, we at 43 degrees. The low is gonna be 30 tonight. My Lord, my God. How many we got in here? We got 56 likes and 22 watching. Family, this ain't number love up in here. Ronan, this ain't what Ronan Bro said, I know I changed my name. Hope it wasn't me. Nah, it wasn't you. See, that's the whole thing I want to tell y'all. Yeah, yeah, I think you getting it? Yeah, one person was a regular from back in the day, but the other one was coming on here kind of imposing themselves on my channel. All right. Now, and see the reason I don't say nothing disabled Ronan is because you new here and they're trying to discourage you from speaking freely. They like, is it talking about me? Is it talking about me? They want to discourage other people. That's why they do it slick. No, brother, I ain't got no problem with nobody in here. Ain't nobody here no issue at all. Okay? That's what they want. But I'm letting you know, uh-oh, I'm letting you know. So if they cut up, you'll know why I'm going in on somebody. You won't be surprised. Huh? They gonna be got up out the paint. Now listen, U.S. Army Grunt, H-Town, I am glad you covered VA code sheet. I learned something new. Yes, indeed. RP, yeah, I've been with one RP. Say, I think I know who it is. Yes, indeed. Shoot, Kosi, you contact me, we'll talk about it. Oh, sir says 45 degrees Fahrenheit in Walla Walla, Washington, right now. Come on now, family. See, but family, we good. Better Bob say 21 degrees clear. See, the Bible say, the Apostle Paul said that when I went to do good, that evil was present with me. Huh? So that's how it happened. When something good, is always gonna be some snakes hanging around. But ain't no snakes here now. Y'all all cool. Mm-mm. Charles, that's why I waited 2 or 3 live streams to say something. Y'all been cool. And it ain't even our brother, what you call him? I respect him, John Michaels, because John Michaels straight up with you. He don't pretend. Like you said, why you ain't block him? Why? That's my brother. I think that medication got him sleep. Charleston said 21 degrees in Pennsylvania. Still in the 20s. Grace, not in the 20s in no Tidewater area. You just hold on now. You need to check your thermometer to make sure it's working right. I'm kind of freezing up, family. So I'm gonna take this. Hopefully, it don't look too bad because it's 2 pages open. Then 20 years well, disabled Ronan says. Coasty says 13 degrees in Massachusetts, feel like 4 degrees. Now, say, oh, sir, say, I hope I didn't offend or occupy too much time. You see, that's why I don't say nothing because they got people. You ain't do nothing wrong. Everybody here didn't do nothing wrong, and we don't flip a trip. These are people that come in with the the desire to disrupt. Nah, it ain't nobody in here tonight. That guy came in and said something about F the Army, and I just timed him out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Need to bounce, y'all. Godspeed. Yes, indeed. Well, good night for Freeport. Jimmy says 35 degrees. They always say in Louisiana it is 28 degrees. So thank you for joining us. Everybody say they final goodbyes. Thank you for joining us. Let me see, can I get it right here? All right. I didn't mean for that to happen. This thing is it's cutting up on me, family. Give me a second, cause I wanna say so we wanna say good night to everybody. Love y'all. Family, peace. Yes, indeed. Then we have, we're gonna say good night to Jay Oliver. Thank you for being here, my brother. Thank you, Martin, for showing up. I didn't mention your name tonight. I apologize. Yeah, nobody here is no problem with nobody. The regular family know how I do it. Jimmy, 35. The people that's doing it, they watching remote 'cause they know the block is hot. Now, or they if they stupid enough to try to come mess with it, they know what's up. Oh, sir said, salute, thank you for the cold sheet lesson. Yes, indeed. And we thank our brother, uh, our brother Ray HQ for breaking down that other information. Charlton said, good night, should make H Town and the family. Jay Oliver says, good night, y'all. Then we have our 66 say rest well, family. Yes, indeed. Always, y'all always welcome here, family. They ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We just gotta do the housekeeping. Coasty said, good night, family. Yes, indeed. Ronan says, good night. And family, I want to thank y'all for showing that love and being here with us tonight. Until next time, good night.